you need your questions answered, and or whether we can answer them or not, but we need to have that conversation. So we didn't want it in the way of the challenge with Newport, so we figured let's pull that out of the viewpoint, and we'll just focus on the FM25 news and what we do going forward. So so that's what we're going to do. So we're going to have just the new stuff tonight, and we'll go back to Newport on Sunday, and then we've got some extra bits and bobs next week. We've still got Clay. Zealand has confirmed his replacement date. We have moved him today. Replacement date's going to be confirmed Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. There's a lot of stuff happening next week. Next week has just got a lot busier, right? So yeah, that's where we are. I guess obviously the questions are going to be in the chat. Let's start. Put them in there. If you haven't chatted before, maybe now's a good time to start having a conversation with us. If you haven't followed before, now's a good time to drop a follow as well. We've got the some interesting stuff. Reese GM2, you've just dropped a follow there. Appreciate that. Thank you very much. We've got some hellos to say. Hello, welcome. Da Vinci Wood is in there. They've done the right thing by cancelling. I think that's a fair comment. Again, we can back and forth on whether we agree or disagree. Up the Mariners, did I miss any news about FM today? Not really. And if you did, we've just managed to get you up to speed right there. Roundy, a games company doing the right thing rather than just money grabbing is kind of refreshing, as disappointing as it is. Look, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of ways of looking at this, and I'm sure people have got various different views on how this has been handled, what could have been done well, what could have been done better, what they're going to learn from this. SI are going to have a debrief on this as well and work out what they can learn from it. What I know is that they obviously didn't want to cancel the game. Nobody wants to cancel a game. No one wants to have to go to their owners and be like, right, okay, so what's the crack? And for them to say, well, look, it ain't happening. That's not what anybody wanted. They obviously thought they were in a position that they could push the game out. There was open testing in December and January. I was not part of that open testing, so I can't speak as to what was in front of me. And I've tried to put this into video form today, so some of this stuff I've sort of mentioned a little bit, like I wasn't part of that open testing, so I don't know whether it was full game you could play or whether it was like playpen. Do you know what I mean? Like, so what you get like in sort of like test environments for software. So I don't know whether you could do everything or whether there was bits that were locked off and stuff. I've got no idea. So they must have thought by opening it to the general public that the game worked in the way that it needed to work. Obviously what's happened is something's not worked the way it's needed to work between then and now. I'm not a games designer. I'm not a games developer. I haven't got the first inkling as to what you need to do in order to get a game to work. So, but I do presume it's quite complicated. That's what I can presume. It's quite complicated. And something obviously hasn't fired or worked or landed the way it's supposed to, and therefore that's why there's issues. And yeah, the statement suggests they didn't want to put a game out that they didn't feel was up to the quality, which, fair, that's absolutely fair. I think that's probably the best idea, because you don't want to put something out that is subpar and then have to deal with... They were already dealing with backlash with the fact the game was delayed. If they then was delayed and brought out a subpar game, then all of a sudden, like, people start asking questions and go, well, what have you done with the time? Like, how bad was this game when you tried to launch it and took pre-orders? And there is some reasonable flack for that, that pre-orders were there. But I don't know whether that was partly... There is legal requirements to have pre-orders and have the game on sale. I don't know. Again, I don't know. A lot of this is going to be speculation. A lot of everything is speculation because nobody really knew what was going on behind the scenes or in front of the scenes, to be honest. So a lot of it has been guesswork, which I think has also been part of the reason that things are getting a little bit confusing and people have had to try and fill the blanks in. And that's never a good place for anyone to be, I don't think, to be honest. Mean Wolf's in, the Mariners is here. Who else? We got Roundy's in, Bearded Child. Where were we thinking that we're off to on Twitch for some fun? We've got some fun lined up, don't you worry about that. Bearded Child. Where have we got? The Arsenal's in, Crazy Dave, Kerr, Dan FM's in, Crazy Brit 815, Shawnee with an old school. You just made the list. I mean, that is the whole school. I like it. It's a good reference, that. Wesley MC UK, I'm from Enfield, was so happy we got promoted to the National League South. We were finally in a playable league. Wesley, you just got to hang there. You'll be in a playable league next year. Don't worry about that. You're still there, okay? Quarantine Cyclist, is FM25 more or less cancelled than Jim Davidson? Well, I mean, it's dead. It's properly dead. It's like dead, like all of your dead people in the water, gone. Like, there could be, of course, a question that, is FM26 technically FM25? Who knows? I haven't got a clue. Right? I haven't got a clue. I'm not going to speculate about that at this moment in time. Source, I imagine you're referring to some trolling the last few days. Hope you guys are doing okay. There is a couple of trolls. We've got a troll. We've got a really... we've got a troll at the minute. And, oh, bless him, he's an idiot. Don't bless him, actually. No, he's a horrible human being. But you know what? Don't interact with them. Don't interact with the trolls. Leave them to rot under the bridge. They're just shouting to themselves, to be honest. The Arsenal, I refer to the conspiracy theory that Zealand's demand for better graphics is behind the challenges. Potentially, I mean, if they'd have just kept it as a text-based game from 1992, we wouldn't be having any of this issue, would we? But then, of course, that was owned by Dormark and not Sports Interactive, so they wouldn't be able to do that anyway. Wheelspin Win in with the easy way, the hard way, and the TJ way. Wheelspin, appreciate you being here. Pleasure to have you in. Shawnee, I've dropped Ruju a message in regards to the prize for TJ. But thanks for the prize, whatever it may be. Well, that's awesome. Yeah, we did give away some prizes on the Jameson stream. Do make sure you're locked in for those. And again, follow as well to make sure you definitely win the prizes and are over 18 and live in the UK. Crazy Dave, just frustrated by them doing it, but if it's going to fix FM26, then hopefully it'll be good. I think that's a fair thing to consider. I think, as long as FM26 is good, then it explains the delay. We've got Craig Hadley over in YouTube. What's the hair care routine? Looks superb. Well, I've just had a fresh shower. I've had a little bit of blow drying with one of those what's the fancy hair dryer. Mrs. J's got a fancy hair dryer. I got a blast up on that, and then I've got a little bit of like sort of hair dust that goes in, and then like some wax, clay, and a bit of hairspray. So hiding the fact that I'm clearly receding at this point. There's a lot of forehead going on right now, and we do of course have to get a haircut, which I'm getting a haircut tomorrow, so that'll be good. Get to do that. J King, hopefully bring back the posh. Bit like bringing back the A-Team, Mickey, RJJ, Louis Barry, Dollar Dobson. Oh, Dollar Dobson. We might bring back the posh. We'll see what we do. Homegrown challenge with Sunderland is an option, says Craig. Possibly. FM Console's in. Sorry, just so you went live. We haven't lost a game yet, Console. We haven't even got the game loaded up. You can't affect our form just yet. But welcome into my friend FM Console. If you're not watching his content, by the way, he's put out some great stuff in the lead up to this. So do keep their eyes up there. Glenn Hoddle says, might have been able to have done the Pentagon challenge after all. Yeah, if only I hadn't have torpedoed that save. That would probably have helped, wouldn't it? Eon, watching you and Z side by side currently, energy is very different to say the least. I can imagine, Owen. It's one of those, isn't it? I imagine that Zealand's probably up there, and then I'm down here, and I think that would have worked nicely as a good balance to see how those things go. But on Tuesday or Wednesday, maybe you'll find out how we're going to be. Maybe Monday. I'm sure we can sort of bounce those people off, and it'll be fun. Dutch FM is in. Nice. Roundy, funny. They've blamed the UI a few days ago, advertising for a lead games designer whose job is the UI. Right now, okay, the lead games designer bit. I saw this, and what you need to consider at this point: two things. First of all, one, there is no indication that is a replacement lead game designer role. Could be an additional. We don't know. Doesn't specify, right? Also, lead games designer is not technically as senior a position as you'd probably believe it to be in that structure. And it's also not necessarily someone's been fired. It could well be that, someone's brought in on a project basis, they've moved on to another project. That's not necessarily as sort of cutting out as you'd maybe expect. Chewing Gum Volley in on the follow as well, by the way. Much appreciated for that. Very kind. Crazy Dave, will they get their pre-orders refunded? Yeah, refunds happening for pre-orders. If you've pre-ordered, get those refunds in. I don't know why people do pre-order, because it's digital software. You don't sell out, but they may do a discount for FM26. I doubt it. I wouldn't imagine so. Why would they? It's a very different game. You don't go into the next game still apologising for the last one. It's a brand new start. It's a fresh start right now with FM26. FM25 is gone. It is gone. It's not coming back. FM26, treat it on its own. Now, we can question whether or not FM26 is the FM25 right now with the other bits added in that we didn't have from FM25. We don't know. We don't know. Maybe they're going to scrap it all off and start again and go right from the bottom. Probably a bit foolish to try and do that, I guess. But again, based on no knowledge at all. So I would think that potentially we might get weights back in. We might get international football back in. Who knows? At this moment in time, let's just enjoy the fact that there's going to be something, and let's try and plan for something to do in the meantime. Really, I guess there's no point stressing about FM26. Like, part of the video I was making today, and I've sort of I took about 5 goes at recording it, and I still don't think I've got the tone right. A lot of the problems that I have with FM25 is the noise that, it just wore me down. And when the news came this morning, I wasn't really that bothered. Do you know what I mean? Because I just had that much FM25 chat for so long. What do you think of FM25? What do you think of this? What do you think of the graphics? No one knows, no one knew, and obviously there was frustrations. People wanted to see what the game was going to look like, but ultimately, it's done. It's fine. It's all over now. I can sleep easily. I can move on with my life. Now, I know some people aren't in that situation, and for some people, FM is this thing that has to be there, and it's if it's not there, then then things are worrisome in their lives. I understand that, but for me, it's not the be all and end all. And what I've learned throughout this whole process is that this has been incredibly draining for me. I'm glad this isn't my job. I'm really glad this isn't my job, because there was moments where it was really starting to be I just can't keep talking like this now. This is just getting I felt like I was repeating myself and not going anywhere, and it's tricky, because I've got a podcast, and every week I had to come on the show and try and explain, and talk about stuff that wasn't happening. I had to talk about nothing, and be all right, what's happening in FM this week? Nothing still. But obviously speculation was what had to happen. Whereas now, at least we've got an answer, and we just have to go for it. And now it's there's a long period of time now between whatever we hear and whatever happens for FM26. So I think a bit of silence and a bit of distance is going to do us all good, I think. Question here: do we think they'll give a patch? Says Crazy Dave. No, absolutely not. There won't be a patch. FM24 is done. It's on a different platform, a different engine. Legally, they won't be able to get a patch out. There is no licenses to do that. So no, there will not be a patch. FM24 is playable for now on all platforms. We don't know how long that's going to be for either. But there won't be a patch to take it up to the end of season update. You'll have to find that through a third party. Reese says, love the content, Tony. Can you remember you doing a Football Manager podcast with Miles in 2013? I remember that. I do remember that. That was great. Genuinely enjoyed that. So a pleasure to have you in, Reese. We've sticking for a long time there as well, my friend. That's very, very kind indeed. Sularino, bigger concern now is FM26 going to be FM25. Again, I don't know. Sorry, I'm catching up to some of the questions. I don't know. If I was doing it, if I was doing the game, then probably. If I've got a game that's already half done, I'd probably just add to that. I wouldn't go back and start again. No, of course I wouldn't. I'd fix what was wrong, because I've now got an extra year to do it, and I'd go for that. I wouldn't break it all and start again. Matt Blade, is it a Dyson? It is a Dyson hairdryer. That's right. Sorry, yeah, we're talking about the real things here. New Build a Nation save? No, not Build a Nation save. Reese says, do you think they could bring out FM26 at the start of the season? No, I don't think so. I think I would expect it to go back to maybe November, October-ish. I wouldn't imagine that they'll get a game out in August. I think if you can't get a game out in March, then yeah, another 6 months on that. Probably not. I would imagine, if I was to take a guess, I would say maybe October, November time. But again, at this point, who knows? Did nobody look at the jobs description? Yes, we did. Jamstock. Yeah, there's no confirmation that was one position or additional positions. So, but everyone did love to speculate, didn't they? So that is That is fun. So Dixie, silver lining time. All that money I'm not going to need to spend on FM25 can be used for new football shirts. Just like that. If anything, 26 will go up in price. I'm not sure about that. It might be a bit of a bold claim. A15, I'm starting my save with FC franchise. Oh dear. I mean, that is like, if you're feeling bad, then really start managing MK Dons. James says, not exactly a realistic one, but I'd happily forgive this mess for an official data update. Yeah, not going to happen, James, but appreciate the sentiment. There'll be no update. There will be no update. Tell the children. MCG sounds like the whole WWE 2K series. It has got a vibe of that, hasn't it? And obviously, you know, WWE, they put a game out, and what they are now, 25? It's taken a while for them to get over that. That's been really bad. They put that game out. It wasn't good. And they got a load of hate for it. So in a sense, I'm quite good about the fact that they decided not to do it and just took it off the shelf and went, right, let's just do it this way. Which to me sort of feels like the right way to do it, to be honest. Ian Banks, YouTube, Sunderland save next. Everyone wants a Sunderland save. I'm all right with a Sunderland save, to be honest. That's quite good. Old lady plays. There's a blast from the past. How are you, my friend? Are you well? How about a linguistic journey person save? You go to a new country. When you get the job, change the language of the game into the language of the country and then try and get better with it anyway. I mean, that is like a Duolingo linguistic save. If I remember correctly, old lady plays, you are a translator, I believe. Is that right? Because we spoke years ago. She's a very, very, very fantastic content creator. So do check her out on YouTube if you're about. That could be that. I mean, that could be tricky. I'm bad enough with Football Manager. Never mind trying to add learning a foreign language in as well. We've tried that before. It's dreadful. Dodgy Rolex. Scary part was they were trying to release the game in October. Yeah, it was. It was quite worrying. But you know, we move on. It didn't happen. But we move on. Civ 7 stream next week, maybe. Well, not next week. Next week is Jameson, but maybe Civ 7, possibly. We've still got City Skylines. That's still happening. We're definitely doing that. FM console, Jack had a good point. We believed was highlighting they were suggesting the interface and development update as opposed to what was under the hood. There you go, possible. James, 26 not even guaranteed. The statement said the next version. Well, exactly. This is the thing. It could be anything. It could be FM27. No, Tony, don't get people riled up and have them thinking there's going to be an FM27 and no FM26. People are upset enough as it is. We get a little bit of a hydrate there from Wheel Spain. Thank you very much, my friend. Have I tried a multi-group save, says Yeltsin. No, I'm not. I don't fancy a multi-group save. Pentagon 2.0, maybe not. I think Tomo's in. Welcome in, Tomo. I think what we do is I just think we go journey person. Like, because I said this before, didn't I? I said ultimately what we need to do is we need to just go back and tell stories. And that's really what we're good at, is telling stories. And no, like, actual objective, no, oh, you've got to win this amount of trophies and this amount of targets and all that sort of thing. The bit that I don't really enjoy, and having to move clubs and, it would just be rubbish. So I think we just start a new journey together. Jameson's stream is going to be next week, so of course we're back at Newport. But tonight, and if there's any mods in the chat, let's get a poll on the go, right? We're gonna get it going. New game is going to be about to start. Let's flash over now, shall we? There we are. Look at this. Who remembers this screen? This screen right here, the old game mode screen. That's a thing, isn't it? I believe the best thing for us to do is to hit up the... do the real world? Why not? Let's keep the real world in there, shall we? Let's go to advanced setup, and if we can get a poll in the chat. Do we want a poll for what nations we want involved, or do we want a poll for which continent we start in? I mean, because this is the thing, we can literally start anywhere. I am going to take England out, though. We're not going to England out. We're not going to England, first of all. That's not a thing. I think we probably have to go to unfashionable nations in Europe as the first one, I think. And we'll see where we go. Maybe I put a splattering. I might put a splattering in here. We might put some interesting ones, like maybe Indonesia, possibly. There might be an option of a job in Indonesia. Maybe something like Finland, maybe. Start putting some interesting nations up in there. Serbia is a possibility. Serbia is a possibility, actually. I do quite like the idea of Serbia. Italy. We'll put Italy in towards the end. We're not putting the big nations in just yet. Continent, then nation to start. Yes, good idea, actually. Let's do that then, right? So we'll get a continent first of all. So let's build it. How do we get all the African nations? Extra databases download from the mega pack. Belarus. We're not allowed Belarus anymore, I'm afraid, Barton. I did like Belarus, but we're not allowed there because of war. Czech looks like a good league. Czech does look fun. Norway is always fun. But remember, we are going to be going to near the bottom. Tyne-and-Wear region air safe. Suggesting. Let's think about this then, shall we? Uruguay. I hated Uruguay. I hated it. What database am I using? I'm just using what's called the mega pack. So, have I got a mega pack command? Have I? Yeah, there you go. Yeah, there you go. There's the mega pack right there. And we get that in. Okay, so what continent are we starting off on? This feels very much like we're pentagoning, but we're not. Right? We're not pentagoning. YouTube, I don't think you've got a poll at this point, but let's see. We've got Mr. Jameson's Morally Good Adventure still continuing, of course, absolutely still continuing. More seriously, how about the Red Star Paris save? Good leftist club languishing in the lower divisions. They were very nice, but they've just been taken over by Red Bull, I believe, haven't they? Old Red Star Paris? I'm sure they have. Lots of votes for Asia. Europe's, of course, still there as well. What I think we should do then is I'll balance it out, okay? I'll put more nations from the nation that wins. And then I'll put, obviously we'll have to keep some of those nations in as well. So that can sort of like give us a lot of option as to where to go. Asia seems very popular, right? Okay, so Indonesia, I reckon, is definitely an option. Possibly Australia, maybe. I'm not doing China because the transfer system's ridiculous. I'm certainly not doing Saudi Arabia. Moldova, Jamaica, or that Paris FC, is it? Sorry, my mistake. A lot of chat for Asia now. I mean, we've literally just given up on the Pentagon challenge in Asia. But let's see where we go. Part of me thought we'd maybe end up in like some backwater in Europe, like sort of Eastern Europe or something, maybe. Been quite nice, and then sort of like nose around. I wouldn't have minded Finland. Finland would have been quite good. I'd have enjoyed Finland. Would have been all right. You know, just see where we get to while this is all going on. We've got to answer some more questions while we're there. Malta, possibly. Where is that cultured left foot residing? What cultured left foot? Morten Gamst Pedersen, Norway. Red Star owned by 777. Oh dear, that's not good. It's an FM Scout tool which gives you a club based on where you click on a map. Oh, I'm not bothered with FM Scout. It's bad enough I've had to use FM Scout's database. But, you know, they do some good work, but it's just like, do you know what I mean? I'm fine. I'd rather play without all the extra bits and bobs that are needed. This is not a what do you call it? We're not gamifying anything. You know what I mean? I'll try to play it as close to realistic as I can do. Or as it's also known, badly. Asia's winning, so Asia, Europe as well is in there as well, and then very few North American, South American. That is good for me. So we can avoid putting North America and South America in there. On this initial database then. How much longer have we got on this? Right, Asia's won, so let's see. Right, we'll put Australia in there. We'll put Japan in there, and then I think that's probably enough. Maybe South Korea possibly having there as well. I'm not really that fussed about Thailand, to be honest. Europe, I think there's more options in Europe for interesting places like Croatia, maybe. Czech is a good shout. Poland could be decent, maybe. Slovenia, Slovakia, Serbia, those sorts of things. Lithuania, well, I mean, we could maybe get ourselves going already. Get Lithuania on there. Iceland, let's put Iceland in there. I am trying to get some Romania. Romania's not a bad shout either. Bosnia, Bulgaria. Bulgaria's got some fun teams in there. How many leagues have we got so far loaded up? That's quite a bit there, isn't it? Let's add some more in as well while we're there, and just see what floats around. You know, so South Korea, Japan, Indonesia, Australia. That's my Asian contingent. Console, take it easy, my friend. Good to see you as always. Singapore. I might put Egypt. Might be the African nation that we consider, because we didn't manage in Egypt before. Bailing out before I get blamed for anything. That's the one. That is the one, isn't it? He's doing that. I know what he's doing. What else we fancy that we maybe haven't done before? Because I think this is what we want to look at, right? Really, it's where have we not managed that looks interesting. So Serbia, I think definitely. Romania, Poland, Iceland, Finland, Bulgaria, Croatia, Czech, Australia, Indonesia, Japan, South Korea, Egypt, Mexico. Now, I don't think we'll get to Mexico just yet from the start. So I also think that we need to start fairly low, like, because I want this to be a build up. I mean, someone's suggesting, Craig Hadley suggesting Jamaica. I don't know about that. Maybe, possibly. I mean, do we start in Jamaica? Could you imagine that? Starting in Jamaica. Even Latvia feels a bit far-fetched for me. Finland, Faroe Islands. Look, I reckon we've got a reasonable set there to play with, I think. Bosnia, right, how many Bosnian teams have we got? Or is it Slovenia? Maybe it was Slovakia or Slovenia, something like that. Santa Claus FC in Finland. That is a shout. That is a shout. Czech's got some good rules. I mean, again, rules aren't really going to be the major concern for us, because we'll just play the game as and how we do it. I think that seems fair. Do you know what I mean? I feel as though that's reasonable right now. Bulgaria, Croatia, Czech, Finland, Iceland, Poland, Romania, Serbia, Australia, Indonesia, Japan, South Korea, Egypt. That's enough, isn't it? That feels like enough to pick from at this moment in time. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 or so nations. Agreed? I think that feels decent. Where do we start? Do we start? Well, I'll tell you what, for ease of life, let's start in... I was going to say start in Europe, but look at this. This is crazy. If we start in Finland in December 2022, that right there is the reminder of where we are in the grand scheme of things with FM24. There is a playable league that starts in December 2022. My word. Oh, God, when you see it like that, it just looks odd, doesn't it? Life was simpler back then. It really was. It really was. In fact, you know what? There's been a shout for Canada. I like a shout for Canada. That's good. A shout for Canada in there as well. Going back in time now. We're literally, we are time traveling, everybody. This is superb. Right. We aren't going to disable the transfer window because it doesn't really matter, I suppose. We can't go back to like 2022, can we? We've got to go. Hungary, we didn't, because Hungary's got a few sort of like outrageous people. But then again, so's everywhere, really, hasn't it? We're not Wonder Kid hunting. We're going to be in like the lower reaches of God knows where. There's no Wonder Kids are going to happen at all. I mean, did it say time traveling? Hello, mad scientist. Welcome. Say his name and he shall appear. He's like a database Joe Hendry. Yes, Llama, how are we? How are we, my friend? Get those coaching badges in. He's right, you know. He's absolutely right. Where we're going, 2022, we need coaching badges. Llama, just as a quick one, and mad scientist, we are going on a journey. We're going on a journey. We figured that's the best way to do it. It sort of works for me. We're going to go and tell some stories. This is what we're loading up as our nations to pick from: Australia, Indonesia, Japan, South Korea, Egypt, Bulgaria, Croatia, Czech, Finland, Iceland, Poland, Romania, Serbia, Canada. That's what we've got in our mix. Indonesia, what could possibly go wrong? I agree wholeheartedly. And if we end up there straight away, that would be a great start. I don't think there's anything else that we need adding in at this moment in time. I think that's a good base to see where we go from. The only other, there's nothing else in Europe that's jumping out for me. So let's go. Hit start. Tricky, how are we? Welcome in. Nice to see you. Tricky D, good to see you. Righteous One, South Africa. We had South Africa on the Pentagon, so we don't want to go back to South Africa just yet. We might do, but not straight away. I think we obviously have to work it out as we go through. Let's hit go. I don't even know. Just start and see where we end up. That's what we've got to do. TJ's Morally Good Adventure has begun. The save is very simple. We're going to get on a plane, see where we go, and eventually FM26 will come out. That is the way. That's the plan. I haven't got a plan beyond that because I don't think we need a plan at this moment in time. Plans have not got us very far so far. Challenges haven't got us very far so far. Stupid rules that I've put on myself haven't gone very far. And what else hasn't gone very far? Oh, yeah. Trying to please other people doesn't help. That hasn't gone very far either. That's not worked. So tonight is just, let's see what happens. As Llama says, it's a bizarre idea. I'm trialing it just to see how it works, because if this works, I think this could be an incredible way to play FM26. Imagine this, right? Imagine this. You load up FM26, okay, and you just decide you're going to try and have fun. Imagine what you could do with that. Oh, my word. That would be incredible, wouldn't it? Just having fun. Just having fun. Nothing more. Just, a little bit of fun. That would be brilliant. I'd love that. What a save. Nobody would do it. Like, you know what I mean? No one would do it. It would be stupid, clearly. But, could you imagine? I have no imagination. I need a Meta 4231 Gegenpress dodgy Rolex. Then what you do here is we're gonna try and give you an alternative way of playing. I'm a Sunday League footballer. I've got no badges. That'll anger some of you in here as well. But we're gonna go for it. Confirm. Start playing. Let's have it. This is what it's gonna be. Journey for fun. Right. The good ship. Where the hell are we going? What don't we need to do when applying for jobs? We don't need to apply for all jobs, I believe. Is that the right answer? Yeah, we don't apply for all jobs because some of the jobs aren't brilliant. We have to kind of be a little bit more selective, I think, to be honest, about it, and try and be like, hey, let's not apply for 400 jobs at once because, some of those jobs are not fun. really. And it just wastes everybody's time, to be honest. Wastes everybody's time. My time mainly, because if I'm having to do these interviews over Zoom or Microsoft Teams, that's not great, is it? Football Manager Youth Development, welcome in, pal. Love the podcast, listen to every episode. Thank you very much. For those people who are unsure about what we're on about with regards to podcasts, we do have a podcast. We have a podcast called the FM Show Pod. The Football Manager Show. It was used to call when it was in the Athletic, but it's called the FM Show Pod now. And it's available on all your podcast platforms, including YouTube, where we post every single Thursday. But at the minute, our schedule's a little bit off. Can't really think why. But yeah, there's probably going to be an episode, I would say maybe Monday. Let's think about that. We might be recording it tomorrow night. So yeah, get yourselves involved in that. And also as well, we should probably say get involved in the Discord. If you're not in the Discord, come and join there as well. We are starting to post up some of the edited down streams for the Jameson, which we're going to have some updates on that next week. We're going to hopefully post some stuff out on YouTube as well, which is going to be cool, and like some sort of more social content as well. So yeah, keep your eyes peeled. There's going to be some fun bits and pieces happening, and hopefully this is going to be a fun thing as well. And what we'll do is I'm going to work with Jack, my editor, who's going to edit these videos down as well now, because I felt bad. I felt bad for him this morning. He was just like, I've heard the news. I was like, yeah, we'll still get you some work. Like, you know, we'll work it out somehow. So I suppose ultimately what we need to do is I need to make some notes, or someone needs to make some notes as to when things happen on the stream, so I can send it to them and say like, oh, we need to do that, use this. Anything that's clippable, get it clipped. That'll help them out as well, so we know where we are. And yeah, let's just have some fun. Let's have fun. That's what we'll do. We'll have some fun on this journey together. Right. Where are we going to go? Should we do club ratings first of all, or should we do nations first of all? Let's work our way down our options in the job centre, and we'll just put in for the jobs we think might be interesting. We're not putting in for everything. We'll do a little bit of Googling as well. So if anyone's got Google open at the same time, let's check these teams out to see whether they're nice teams or not nice teams. And we can do our best for a journey all over the place. And also as well, more importantly, let me know what you're doing in the now massive downtime between games, to be honest. So yeah, let us know what your plans are. Shawnee says that what are you saying there? The Northampton are massive. Cool, brilliant. I appreciate that you highlighted that as well for me, just to make sure that I fully understood just how massive Northampton actually are. What have they done? What's made them so massive? What's made them so massive? Have they solved any of the world's problems, or have they just won a football match against someone like Boston? Because that's what I like about football, isn't it? You know, people are like, "Whoa, aren't we massive?" Like, mate, you've just beaten, Burton Albion. Like, it's not all good, is it? It's not fantastic, in the grand scheme of things. You beat Mansfield. You're right. In that case, you're right, Sean. You are the biggest football club in the world, right? The biggest football club in the world. I can imagine the club shop's going to be heaving tomorrow with people flying over from all over the place to get their Northampton shirts, get their photographs taken in the stands. It's going to be full of football tourists, going 3 wins in a row, beating Mansfield. So yeah, that will definitely happen. What we got here? This is Mladost Lučani. They're a club in the 2nd division. No, this looks like the Super League in. Yeah, the Super League in Serbia. They have an 8,000-seater stadium. They have, what have they got? Anything remotely interesting in their history? I'm doing the Wikipedia check to see where they are. Nothing bad has spun up straight away just yet for this club, I believe. Nothing bad is good. Let's go then, therefore, with a club that have nothing bad. We'll put them in the consideration pile. and apply for that. Right. Okay, so we're probably not going to get them though because they're a 2-star team and we've literally only got a what you call it, a record of achievement. So let's apply for Mladost. We're looking forward to this save, says Scolari. Yes, there we go. That's why the game's all cancelled. They're all the devs are now Northampton. Yeah, I've got a mate who lives in Northampton. God, he'll be delighted that his house is now worth thousands. He doesn't even live in Northampton anymore now, to be honest. So Sigma Olmok is probably a bit too far there. A 3-star club. 2.5 stars for Incheon United. I can't imagine us getting a job there. El Makalwoon in Egypt, possibly. 2 stars is maybe a little bit high. Could we maybe get a job there? Let's have a little look and see if that'll be a thing. This would be really bizarre, wouldn't it, if we end up back essentially following the Pentagon path, like straight back to Africa, and it's like, oh right, okay, here we go. We're going back through this again. They were the club where Mo Salah started. Okay, so Mo Salah and Mohamed El Neni started there, and founded in 1973. That's the year Sunderland won the FA Cup. So there's a link. They're nicknamed the Mountain Wolves. Quite like that. That's not too bad, is it? Let's put in for them one, shall we then? Okay. But again, I think there's 2.5 stars, 2 stars. That might be a little bit too high for us. We'll see. They are in the Egyptian top flight. So let's see how we get on. Opataya is a beautiful town in the Adriatic. Where am I looking? Opataya. Can I see it on the screen? Is it on screen? 1/2-star honkers, as TJ Names written all. I mean, yeah, you know what? I've been to many places called honkers. And I think we will absolutely go there because they're in Finland. And I do love a little save in Finland. I think possibly honkers, am I right in thinking, is that Jari Litmanen's team? Are they connected to Jari Litmanen? Don't think they are. Possibly. 5 minutes in, he's already finding ways to link Egypt to Sunderland. Yeah, I mean everything comes back around to Sunderland eventually. But yeah, Honka FC in Finland. I'm certainly not against this, to be honest. They were demoted because of bankruptcy. Excellent. Until 2005, FC Honka was thought of as a nearly but not quite team. A promising but always underachieving side of the Finnish First Division. In the late 1990s, the objective was promotion, but year after year, in the late 1990s, the objective was promotion, but year after year they failed. At the beginning of the 21st century, Honka almost went bankrupt, but was saved at the last minute. In early 2005, the club was taken over by Juko Pakarainen and Juko Hayenpää, who had a plan to turn Honka from underachievers to Champions League candidates. They won the first division, which was good, but then unfortunately missed out on the top 3, and they have finished second before, but they do have a lot of issues financially still, and a bankruptcy. They're in a new era. Like, come on. We've got to go for Honka. Surely. Honka, if you're horny, that'll do. That can be our new our phrase. Right. We're gonna go to Honka. Kevin Phillips went on holiday there as well. I'd imagine he would do. I could imagine that. So FC Honka we've applied for. Mito Hollyhock in J2. Mito Hollyhock sounds difficult. There's Optaya. There's the one that was mentioned before. That's in Croatia. Do we know much about Optaya? The question is, well, is it Opatija or Optaya? I don't think that's the main problem, is it? That I can't pronounce their team name. It's one of the oldest football clubs in Croatia. I mean, they wear black and white. Well, we can maybe make a little bit of an exception here for them. Let's have a look down through here. Nothing looking terrible, so that could be nice. That could be a potential as well. Okay, how many stars? How many stars are up a tyre? Tyre 1.5. That's an option. That is an option. Let's go there. £2,000 wage budget. Oh my dear. Oh my days. That's worse than. Is that worse than Honka? I think that might be. Is it? What's the Honka situation? Yeah, they've got a £5,000 wage budget. Oh wow. Right, Coop. Sorry. You may have time to finish the Pentagon challenge. Oh, yeah, maybe if they but then again, if the Pentagon is if they release FM26 this year, then no, we don't. So we've decided that we're gonna sack off the Pentagon challenge because I didn't like it, and we're gonna do this instead, which is gonna be a get on a plane and see where we go sort of save. To be honest, really, and we're just gonna have fun. We're gonna have some fun. And go around. Honka is based in Espoo. We could do worse. HIFK football as well. We like the idea of HIFK as well. Mladost means something like young or youth. Okay. So that's the youth of Lushani, probably, isn't it? With the editor, how hard would it be to put every player back in their home nation? No foreigners allowed. This sounds like a right-wing save. I don't know if I want to be part of this, to be honest. But nightmare. Someone will be able to do it. But I don't know who or where. So here's HIFK. This is IFK in Finland. I think I might be wrong. Did Musterman just finish a save with HIFK? At this point, maybe he did, and so I feel like maybe am I treading on his toes a little bit? Maybe I'll go and get some advice from him. They're called the Star-Chested, the City's Pride, or the Reds, which that's definitely gone down as the we are the Star-Chested, the City Pride, the Reds. Feels very much like British people turned up at the end and just went the Reds, yeah, that'll do, yeah. This was I can already see the word Mixu Patalainen, so that is a potential. HIFK have paid damages for breach of contract. Right, okay, good. What was I going to say? He'd already signed a deal. So Mixu Patalainen had already agreed a deal with somebody else. The club repeatedly had financial problems and several funding campaigns to continue its actions. They filed for bankruptcy. And then registered in as HIFK Soccer, therefore not affected by HIFK Football's bankruptcy. Okay, cool. So just a little bit of bankruptcy, nothing major. The club is primarily for the Swedish-speaking population of Helsinki. Nowadays, the club is bilingual. The most renowned supporters group is the Stadin Kingit, which is the Kings of Stadi. Its name was derived from the common slang nickname for Helsinki. Many members attend the handball, bandy, and ice hockey matches. So, right, yeah, HIFK can be the one. There's no wage budget. There is no wage budget. Amateur hour in Finland. Right, okay. Pronounce the team name and I'll personally make FM25 especially for you. HIFK. I'll be honest, James, I could be wrong, but I'm gonna suggest that maybe you aren't a games developer. So I'm just gonna go with you know what I mean. I'm happy to avoid FM25 at this moment in time. And also I'll save you a job as well, my friend. Wisla Krakow. Could be an interesting one as well. Now they're a proper side, aren't they? Now I say that what I'm about to question is, have they done anything wrong? Let's have a little quick nosy about, shall we? There's always gonna be some club, isn't there, that's done something wrong somewhere. Or do I just give up on all that sort of nonsense? Just like go, who cares anymore? Like, who cares? If the club's been involved in sports washing and bribery and corruption. We've got to manage in Italy eventually anyway, surely, haven't we? The club has a close relation with Lazio, right? Okay. Bye, Wisla Krakow. Oh, God. We haven't even managed like an hour before we went, and there's Lazio. Good. Okay. It's very much that Homer Simpson meme in it when he comes out of the hedges and then just goes straight back in and goes, nope, nothing to see here, thank you. Llama, this is the blessing of a cancellation of FM25. If this was a new game, it's less about being immersed in a new save and more about discovering the new features SI have added. With this is a pure new save joy, and I love it. I think we've got to, Llama. We've got to do the new save joy, haven't we? And to yourself as well, my friend. Like, I saw you were streaming earlier this afternoon, and it's just fun watching you play as well. So I think that's what we have to look at, really, and go, can we just find something fun and interesting to do? And that's where we are, innit? We just got to try and do that. Like, make Football Manager fun again. That's the new mantra that we've got to go with. I've applied for a couple of jobs there. There's nothing else that's jumping out at me. Honka, I know we've said Asia. We've got a lot of Asian clubs in there. We've got African clubs in there. There's not too many Indonesian teams that are jumping out at me, by the way. Madura, Persijaya, Deltras, they're not jumping out right now. Will we narrow it down before FM26 is launched? Yeah, of course we'll. We'll have a job by the end of tonight, I imagine. GYR, any news? Loads of news, mate. What was the news? I took the kids swimming tonight. We changed things. We normally take the kids swimming on a Monday, but we decided to actually go on a Friday tonight instead. So yeah, all right. Well, I say all right. Youngest Jameson was a bit of a prick, so he was trying to keep throwing himself underwater, drowning himself is what he was trying to do. So we decided to maybe just get him straight out of the pool. But right, yeah, enough of that. Home with you. And yeah, he got pissed off because we made him look like a dick in front of everyone. It's like, no, you've made yourself look like a dick, mate. So yeah, he was embarrassed about that. And yeah, we had a conversation on the way home. So that's where we got to. So yeah, Friday swimming, madness. I know, mate. I know, Sir Dixie. I don't play by no rules no more. Yeah. I've started, I figured if we're not going to have FM25, then I am going to go and just do swimming on a Friday night. That'll show them. Yeah. Have I checked the Romanian side up the list? What Romanian side up the list? I mean, 2.5 stars. Petrolol Plotesti. Season budget 0. We can have a look at Petrol Club. What's Petrol? Petrolol Protesti. I mean, is that... Or Plotesti. I mean, if I'm going to call them Protesti, the Petrol Protest Club. They're known as the Gas Men, the Oil Men, the Yellow and Blues, and the Yellow Wolves. Great. Excellent. They became insolvent in February 2015. Of course they did. They've got a rivalry against Rapid Bucharest. They also have a rivalry against Astra Jeju. Notable former players. Who have they got? 3 national titles. They've won some stuff before. Period of decline. That could be us. European struggles. Season 2nd division struggles. Mid success followed by bankruptcy. Re-establishment. Milestones. Support. Large and steady fan base in Prahova County. Prahova County, possibly. Its attachment to the town. The team is renowned in Romania in spite of its ups and downs. The biggest ultra group is called the Yellow Wolves. Starts in 1996. 2 stands with groups like the Palooza Latina, the Latin stand, and subgroups Notto 4. The Maniacs. Maniacs is pretty good. They sing the club's chant, whose lyrics were written by George Nicolescu. Now, George Nicolescu was a Romanian musician, okay, not a member of the Beatles. Petrol Plotesti fans have recently established close friendships with supporters groups of Otelul Galati, as well as Vitesse Arnhem, Salernitana, and Genk. Okay, interesting. It's not too bad, is it? And their mascot is a yellow wolf. So, okay, fair enough, right? Let's go and have a little chat with Plotesti. Methink thou dost Plotesti too much. It's too difficult. I can't crowbar the pun in. Like, you can see where I was going, but, you know. Was Oldest Jameson doing the same, wondering what was going on to fill the content space with? Yeah, like Oldest Jameson is very much still trying to get me to do Pokemon, to be honest. So we might end up doing some Pokemon save at some point. We will see what happens. What have I got? Luciani we're not going to get a job at Luciani, and we're not going to get a job at Pleotesti as well. So fair enough. That was quick. That was pretty quick. Do I have a rule about no black and white striped shirts allowed? No, I don't have a rule about it, but it was a throwaway remark because I'm a Sunderland fan, and if I saw black and white stripes, then I didn't want to be associated with Newcastle. So that's why I did it. I'm not against it personally, but it just made for an easy, quick remark and a bit of content, to be honest. Yeah, that's where I went with that. There's no rule. There's some rules about clubs that I won't manage, of course, but not necessarily based on the colour of their kit. I would like to treat each club equally and not judge them by the colour of their kits. And I have a dream that we can walk hand in hand. I've gone too far. The analogy doesn't work. Do you know what I mean? Like, I think you sort of got where I was going with it, but then it was like, again, TJ, it's a stretch. It's an absolute stretch what you're doing here. But we appreciate that you're trying to do it. Sorry, bear with me 2 seconds. Just so on the phone to LA, trying to get some bits sorted for the week. So yes, confirmations all around. Sorry about that. Excuse me. Celia and Bello Vlashim. I mean, that sounds like a solicitor's, to be honest. Vlashim. Where are they from? They are from the Czech National Division. Okay, we haven't managed in Czech before, and they have nothing written about them online at all, which could be a good thing. That could be a good thing. So let's put in for that as well, shall we? I should say as well, by the way, if you haven't dropped follows already, you should probably drop follows now, because obviously then you'll get notifications straight away about the stream with Zealand. Once we get that all locked up and moved around, then you'll know straight away. You won't miss it. They want attacking football. All right, let's withdraw from that then, because we don't want to set ourselves up for failure, do we? So yeah, drop a follow if you don't mind. That'll be much appreciated. We might as well all be friends at this moment in time, because we've got nothing else to do, have we? Can't find Isidore in FM25. You know what? I tried that the other day as well. Couldn't find him. I wonder if it's because he was playing. Where was he playing before? Was he playing the Ukraine or something possibly? So yeah, I couldn't find him, but he's a decent player in real life, isn't he? That Wilson Isidore does good. Get some great things going on. Honker unsuccessful. What? How have they done that? That's ridiculous. This is crazy. Mr. Cellophane's in, by the way. Says welcome. Nice to see you, my friend. Hope you're good. James Holly, good to see everyone starting new saves. I'm loading up an English save with level 10 loaded, unemployed from the start. There you go, that's what makes sense. Empower, health and wellness. How are the lads? Indeed, Empower, welcome in. Pleasure to see you. I hope your fitness centre is good and well. Old Lady Plays, I have a dream that one day clubs will be judged not by the colour of their kit, but by the content of their Wikipedia page. That's what it should have been. I'm going to do that again. Get this clipped. I have a dream that one day clubs will be judged not by the colour of their kit, but by the content of their Wikipedia page. And that is how we pick a football club on Football Manager going forward. Clip it. Can you recommend a country for me to manage in? Indonesia. Empire. There you go. Indonesia is the one. Or Canada. Canada's good fun. Golden Delama. I've just fell in love with FM24 in the last week or so. What do I do now? You keep playing. If you're in love with FM24, keep playing FM24. That's what you need to be doing. And then you got, and there they come. They're over onto Twitch as well. The Golden Llama, welcome in. Nice to see you. Appreciate the follow. Mick Mac as well. Appreciate your follow also. Lafia is some players. He's decent, that boy, isn't he? He is very, like, what on earth is he doing in the championship? I've got no idea at all. It's absolutely crazy. What have we got here? We've got HIFK have offered us a job interview. That's what we like. Let's see where we are. Only select clubs that know the meaning of being humble. I mean, no football banter. No football banter. We're not doing all that. Play lads. Play lads, says Mercy, and play lads. Play one and all. Play together is what we're going to do. Play nicely. So here we go. HIFK are going to have an interview with us. We're going to have a bit of a chat. The board want to find out what we're going to do. Can we explain why we're in the running for a few jobs? Yeah, look, on it. But FM25 was cancelled, mate. So we have to try and do something. So let's. We're here now. Finland's lovely by all accounts. Let's be friends. Let's make this happen. We've parted company with our manager much sooner than anybody would have anticipated. Can you offer assurances that we won't be in for a repeat of that? I can't offer anything, to be honest. But I would like to stay for a long time. Okay? I'll stay for a long time. I'm not moving. Okay, I'm not moving. I'm in. I'm getting myself set up. And we're going to go with what we need to do. The only acceptable humble is being made by the Iron Sheik. There. Can you tell us what change you would like to make with the backroom staff? I'm not bothered. Don't need a bigger backroom staff. I don't think I can comment with the backroom team without having the chance to meet them. Yes, that's it. And we can mix these up as well, because we're not just going to hit all the things we used to hit before and be like, oh yeah, we've pressed these buttons before, blah, blah, blah. Let's be a bit more fluid with the thing as well. I'm in the running for several jobs because the job centre don't think I'm doing enough to look for work. They'll cut my universal credit. What sort of budget are you anticipating needing? I mean, we're going to need a bit, aren't we, to be honest? I don't wish to propose any changes in advance of taking on the role, so no budget will be required. I don't expect to make wholesale changes. No massive budget at this moment in time. Why are you applying for this job? Yeah, exactly. FM25 got canned, so I've got to try and make content, to be honest. Cass is in. Welcome, Cass. How are you, my friend? Pleasure to see you. Hope you're good. End of current season expectations. Finish mid-table in the Jokinen. Reach the last stage of the first cup. Be competitive in the Suman Cup. Work towards recording a top half finish. I think we can do that. And I am happy to meet those expectations. I don't want any extra demands either. Let's go for that. I can't believe Honker didn't fancy it. You know what I mean? Maybe it was the whole honker if you're horny thing. They decided that was just too crass. And they didn't want to be associated with it. So, which I guess is fine, really. Probably makes sense. So yeah, there you go. No honker for anyone, sadly. But Optaya, the opticians possibly, they want to come and have a chat with us. So we want to see there. We're invited us along so we have a bit of a chat with them. We like that. Let's see where we are. So how do you overcome the relatively big obstacle of not speaking the language? I guess we have to start learning, to be honest. Don't we? We've got to start learning. I like to think I get on well with other languages and could learn pretty quickly. I think I could do that. I did Latin before, so, you know. No, it definitely is the right audience, MCG. 80s wrestling references definitely work around here. But I was almost in the zone with HIFK at that point. Busy Baron, have I missed the tears? Probably. Not from me, but from some people there was tears. Not from me, though. I haven't cried at all. I just got on with it. I was like, you know what? It's probably for the best that FM25's not out. We just deal with it. Go on, move away. And as far as we go, it'll be fine. I'm glad it's all over and done with now. That's the thing. Because it was starting to get boring. When it's like, what do you think of this? What do you think of this? Well, I've got nothing, to be honest, because nothing really happens. So, yeah, there you go. We're away. James and Kathy in with the Prime. I appreciate you, James and Kathy. Very kind indeed. Make sure you link that to Discord, by the way. Then you get in the little sort of subscriber-only channel. You can sort of chat away and you get access to save files and all that sort of thing. If you have got Amazon Prime, by the way, you do get a free subscription via Amazon Prime, and it doesn't cost you anything. So you can go and get that link it to any creator on the platform, and it gives you a free month, and you just keep it rolling on, which is fantastic. So yeah, I would suggest that you do consider doing that. YouTubers, I don't know if I've got YouTube memberships set up. I don't think I have. I might have. Maybe have a look. If there are some there, let me know, because I probably did all that ages ago. And it's not obviously we're trying to grow the YouTube streaming as well at the same time as Twitch. We've got some cracking numbers in tonight, so welcome in everybody. If you are brand new over on YouTube, make sure you hit the follow as well, and then of course you get notified when things happen. How would we feel about working with a director of football? Fine, we can do him, not a problem. No, we can't do him. I don't think that's what it's supposed to do. We can work with him, not against him. We can definitely work with him to make things happen. What do they want? They want us to avoid relegation. There we go. That's us. And then work towards becoming an established super sport private team. And that seems reasonable. And I reckon we could aim for that. And I don't think we would need a bigger transfer budget of £6,000 and a reasonable wage budget. It's probably bigger than the budget we get at HIFK. So I'm happy with that if you lot are, to be honest. Director of football steals a living at every club. They do. Maybe we should try and add some more bits of twists in as well. I know we said we're not going to have some sort of like rules and regulations, stipulations on the save, but maybe we do. Maybe we do sort of like, I don't know, like sort of subscriber goals. We'll change things up. We'll go like, we can go attributeless at some point, or we can implement a new philosophy or tactics or whatever. Well, I don't know. We'll work something out. Feels like a long time ago we were on a dockside in Liverpool basking in the joy of the FIFA E World Cup. It feels like a while ago, doesn't it? It does feel a while ago, James and Kathy, but it's a pleasure to have you back again. I hope you're all well. Here we are now in the new world. The new world, and of course this is what is going to happen going forward. It's going to be fine. We're going to have to just make the best of it, and I think we can. I think we can all make the best of it. Now is opportunity, right? Like, we've got two options. We either wallow a little bit with it and be like, okay, you know, this is crap and this is as bad as it is, and, you know, woe is me. Or we can look at it and go, right, maybe we use this to our advantage and we start with something else. We try something else. So that's obviously why we're here now, thinking, okay, let's get ourselves a save set up for after the Jameson save is finished, which obviously we're doing next week. So yeah, we figured let's get ourselves a journey person save set, which is going to be fantastic. I love a journeyman save myself. I think it's fantastic. You get to go and tell some stories. You get to go and look at some clubs you've never managed before, be in countries you've never been in before. So I think there's a lot of fun that can be had in a save like this. So that's where I am at this moment in time. And we've already been offered a club already, and it's HIFK. HIFK is where we are potentially going to be going. But let's look at this. We have no transfer budget. We have no wage budget. We have no kits. We have no kits. Sir Dixie's in on the Prime. Resubbing for 9 months. Appreciate it, Sir Dixie. Very, very kind indeed. You wonderful human being, you. HIFK happy and you know it. That could work. That could work. HIFK shoulders, knees and toes. Possibly. Could do that. How about we ask Sid to set up an FM club to manage? I mean, it's a bit late now, here 15. We're an hour and a half into a stream. We've already begun. Like, this is happening. And he can't really just sort of find us a team on the game and just, oh yeah, let's go and do that. Unless, of course, at this moment in time, he texts at this moment. That would be brilliant if he texts and goes, oh yeah, take the HIFK job. Definitely do that. HIFK, the noise defenders make as they punt the ball up to the strikers. Yep, that could work. Where we're going, transfer budgets are overrated. They are. They are overrated. Let's have a little look then at where HIFK are in the grand scheme of things. So, the season's already started. Okay, so we're 10 games in. So, that's interesting. So, we're taking over an active an active league club. Haven't won the league since 1960s. Sounds like the team for us. Is that where we are, is it? HIFK Helsinki. Haven't won a team since the 1960s. This could be. This feels like a TJ team, doesn't it? The star-chested, the city's pride, the Reds. Yeah. Dissolved in January 24, 13 months ago. They might not even be real anymore now. They might be gone in real life. The limited liability company under which the men's team operated filed for bankruptcy. HIFK 2 was registered under HIFK Soccer and therefore not affected, assumed the position of the men's team in the new 5th tier of the Clommonen. So, all right, okay, so actually... Oh, we're not in the top division, are we? We're in the 2nd division. So, all right, so technically they're actually in the 5th division of Finland in real life. So they're a little bit like Finnish Bordeaux, possibly. HIFK is above the knee and below the elbow. Yeah. If they're not happy, I guess they're not happy if they need a new manager. True. The limited liability company has worse nickname than the Reds. I think it's definitely not great, is it? Do you know what I mean? Like, they need to think about that and maybe come up with something a little bit snappier, a little bit catchier. In terms of formations, what's my go-to? A 4-1-2-2-1, attacking through the middle. I'm a 4-4-2 or a 4-3-3, to be honest, myself, Lama. That's where I go. Sorry, bear with me 2 seconds. Sorry. Right, there we go. Yeah, just there we go. Right. Hey, Adam, welcome in. Just we are here. We are streaming tonight. Not Jameson streaming tonight, but we are definitely in just getting ourselves set up for after Jameson, just so we know where we're going to be going moving forward. We've had a bit of chat about the FM25 situation as well, and we might be heading to Finland. Finland sounds like it could be all right. What are we thinking? Should we consider delaying it for a little bit and consider? I think HIFK feels like it's a good fit. They've only won one match. Well, 2 matches, sorry. So maybe they're a club for us. They've got a match in 1 day against Ninstan. Delay for a week and see what comes up. This is what I was thinking, Cass. We maybe take a little look at that. Let's delay it for a second. Delay it for a week. Because let's face it, who else is going to come running in and accept a job with no wages? They're going to want to have a little bit of a think about this as well. To us, they're going to be like, no wages. Okay, interesting. I mean, we'll see. Full send or full no. No, well, look, I think it'll be one or the other. I'd be the kit boy to move to Finland. I mean, that is quite a statement. Quite a statement. Optasia have offered us as well. Now they do have a transfer budget and a wage budget, and they're in Croatia, which I think is the 2nd division, maybe? Yeah, 2nd division of Croatia, which is 49th in Europe. Okay, now that means for me, that is much higher than Finland. Now, obviously, doesn't mean it's going to be more fun, does it? No, it means that Finland might have more of a challenge. And we're playing with players who are the underdogs. They also may not have a football club. They're currently 10th. What's the league rules in Finland? Because I remember that Finland's got some crazy ones. 12 teams, 22 matches. Can't play kids in Croatia. Can you not? Have they got an age restriction? Have they? That could be interesting. So the relegation group is the bottom 6. in Finland. The top 6 play in the promotion playoff. Doesn't look like anyone's relegated, which is quite good. Do you think they could play HIFK? You don't know me by now, David Brent. I'm sacking Croatia off. We're not going to Croatia. We are going to Finland. If you don't know me by now. Perfect. It works. It works so well. And they were relegated the season before, so they're a club. They're a sad club. They're a sad club. They need our help. Let's go and try and find their kits, shall we? Because I feel as though we need to get the proper full kits loaded in if we're going to be doing HIFK. So, where would I possibly find some second division Finnish kits? Are they Finnish? No, they're not. Oh yeah, you get my drift. Where are they? Football kit packs. Oh, do we need the kits? We do need the kits. This is the thing. This is the problem. I get myself a little bit too into it as well. I'm like, no, I really do need. I need them all. Otherwise it just won't work. Right, there we go. That's the person who's got the kits. Have they got them? Kit packs. Croatia, England, Finland 2. Have they got? Yeah, maybe. What's this called? The Jonkanen or the Yonkslava? Joskaskilla. I want to check that we've definitely got it. Otherwise, oh no, that's the top division. Where's the other one? Get that one as well. Pop them all in. I think we're ready to go. Yeah, I think we're going to Finland. That seems like the best thing to do, doesn't it? Taffman, how are we? We have the FM25's cancelled. What? Oh my god. Jebaru's here. Off to go do my own business because I've got music on. Does music work? Welcome, Jebaru, by the way. Nice to see you, my friend. How are we? Jebaru, the man who is the technical wizard who is able to jump into my computer, fix things without me knowing, particularly during the Jameson stream. He knows exactly what to do. And he knows how to press my buttons and get the best out of me. So, no, do I have music on? I believe so. Yeah, can you hear me? Can't hear it much. Well, nobody else has mentioned it. I think we had it there, possibly. Maybe it's quite quiet. I've got it in my head. It's definitely in my head. Has anybody else said that there's music? No one seems to be. No one's mentioned it. We've been online for an hour and a half now. But, well, there's a lot going on in your head. No music. Well, right. Why did no one think to mention this before? You know what? Fine. No music. No one gets music tonight. That's fine. I don't know what's gone wrong. Look, who knows? It should be there. It should be working. I don't understand why it's not. I see. It sounds like I've got music coming through, and it looks like it. Right. If you want to jump in on it, Jebaru, and make it work. I haven't touched a thing. My desktop is sharing. What? What do you mean my desktop's sharing? What are you on about? Right. I don't understand. Right. Right. What changed? What changed from the other day? Surely this should just be fairly straightforward. Like, I don't do the technical side of stuff, right? Everything was going fine. We can see I'm moving files. All right, okay. All right, so that's a desktop thing then, is it, rather than a capture? I don't know. Right. Okay, right. Jebaru, if you want to fix it, that's fine. If you're on a night off, that's fine. I don't. Okay, right. Jebaru's trying to fix it. I've got no idea what's going on at this rate. there I was, playing away. I've been online for, nearly 2 hours now, and nobody's thought to mention that there's no music coming out. It's in my head. I can hear it. Definitely, right here. This is it. This is definitely coming through. But you lot all just, oh, no, it's fine. No, TJ, we'll just listening to him just talk away and having a great time. We have having a great time. Let me know, by the way, what music you think I'm listening to. I would say feel free to ask any questions, but Jebber's got me mouse. So, no, there you go. It's back again. Ask a question. Ask things away. Oh, he's gone again. Can we hear music, fans? No, still can't hear. I don't understand. I don't get it. You thought somebody would have mentioned it before now, but... Unless everyone's just went, you know what, maybe this is his new thing. Maybe he's just not fussed. He just goes with, like, you know what, that's fine. We're not bothered now. So, it's totally fine. If that's how we're going to do it, that's totally fine. I can definitely hear it. So I'll just sort of, like, dance away to it and I'll have a great time. What you lot are listening to, I've got no idea. Part of this might explain why I'm not getting any alerts coming through as well. If there's screens that are moving. I'm watching this happen, by the way, in real time. And it amazes me what's going on, because I don't know. And I'm just seeing things move and screens move and buttons being pressed and all that sort of stuff, and I don't get it. I don't get it. He's gonna try and add something in there now, which I've already tried to add in before, and I don't know why it's not coming through. But we have got some music now. Okay, cool. We can cue up "Candle in the Wind." We could. I think that'd be quite nice. You're in a taxi. You weren't paying attention. Yeah. Yeah, see, I tried to get that bit to attach there as well, Jeb, but for some reason it was having none of it. See? I don't know why it's not logging in, but it should do. Yeah, that bit there. Yeah, and then snap that in if you can do. I don't know how or why. There we go. Right, disconnected. Sorted now, right. A little bit quieter than normal, but that's okay. We're all fine. We can listen on, and we're all having a nice time. So, right. Long story short here is we're going to go to Finland. That's the long story short. The other bit that we're talking about with the extra stuff with whatever it was, the Croatian league. No, maybe not. Let's not bother with Croatia. Let's just go with Finland. That seems to be the best way to do it. Let's get this loaded back up then. Put the graphics in there, and that can be that goes there, and then what's the other one? I bet it's not even going to work. I bet it's not even going to load up. Be like, oh, you can't even tell there's any extra kit packs in there. Right, I've got to keep opening some screens as well, which is not great. Alright, Finland, Land of Darkness and Heavy Metal, I'm here for it. I thought your stream was Zealand, what have I missed? Yeah, Simon, so there was we decided, because of obviously what's going on today, we're not going to do the Zealand stream tonight, but the Zealand stream is going to take place next week. We're doing the Pentagon. No, we're going to do the Pentagon. I lost a lot of love for the Pentagon because of how I played it, and I kind of nosedived it. This might turn into a Pentagon. We never know. This might turn into a Pentagon. We will tomorrow. Dukla Prague. Dukla Prague is an option. They're kind of like a hip and trendy club, aren't they? That's a very hipster thing. I think they're going to be a little bit too good for us, actually, Dukla Prague. I'm going straight in. I'm not even looking at anything else. That's the thing. Finland is good. I do love a bit of Finland. Playoffs, yes. yes, playoffs is a possible. Well, let's talk playoffs. Let's talk playoffs. Let's take question mark to eyes emojis. Yeah, we can have some vibes. We're definitely having vibes at this moment in time. Let's do that. Let's have that discussion, Jebaru. Actually, that is a good shout. We could make it, saying it publicly. Yeah, I will say it out loud. I'll say it publicly. We will have a conversation about the playoffs. Because why not? Because there might not. Well, yeah, why not? Let's have a chat. Let's have a chat about it. Right, there you go. There's a little exclusive for you all that hasn't been discussed clearly up until now. But there you go. That's a thing. That's a thing, possibly. So yeah, let's chat. You didn't mention the background music because you don't like background music. Fair enough. Not a fan. Chris Dowding, FM25 will keep us going. My quick thoughts: it sucks for us, but for SI, they're in a hole financially. Perhaps jobs at risk and potential issues for content creators. There's enough going on with the community. Look, yeah, I mean, obviously it sucks at SI. That's the thing, right? You know, it's a shame for SI that they couldn't get the game done and they couldn't get it released, and that's what we need to think about the people who work there. And you know, yeah, we're disappointed, we're upset, but so are they. Like, they've worked really hard on it. They didn't want to see it cancelled. But yeah, we're just here. We're here. We'll deal with it. We'll make the best of it. That's what we have to do. Do you know what I mean? So that's all we have to do. That's all we have to do. Hit like so the stream gets noticed more easily. Yes, old lady players. That's exactly it. Yeah. Yeah, if you're all in YouTube, by the way, hit like on this. It makes it visible because we haven't streamed a lot on YouTube. So we are going to try and build that up, and that'll be something else that we'll do as we go forward. So we've been co-streaming for a little while. The Pentagon got co-streamed, and then what we're going to do is we're going to kind of cut this together. So we're going to have some episodes with Jack, my editor, is going to do that, put it together and make it really nice and package it out. So because I can't do. And to be fair, it's almost a good thing that FM25 has obviously been cancelled, because I can't do these videos of like, oh, here's how you import kits, and here's how you go on holiday, and here's how you do tactics, and like all those instructional videos, which people are going to do really, really well. I can't really do those. And there's not really anything else to talk about in FM25. So I guess I might as well do what I can do, which is tell stories and have fun. And therefore, we might as well just make this journey save into a piece of content. Here's how you add music to your stream. Yeah, here's Jebaru, by the way. If you have any technical questions, ask him. He's the guy. Right, HIFK have definitely come back to us and said, look, we like you. We want to get you involved. Do we wait for Dukla Prague on the off chance that it happens? It might not happen. Or do we have Dukla Prague as someone that we go to in the future? I sort of feel like because HIFK are already in their league is happening, that's when I feel as though we can do it. We should probably go there. They offered us the job first. They were the first club to speak to us and say, look, come on, TJ, we want you. They've got no transfer budget. They've got no wage budget. They haven't won anything since the 60s. They're the ones, aren't they? Really. They're the ones that we need. Let me just quickly refresh this just to see if the kits are coming in. FM24's peak will take a bit for the unit era to take off. Yeah, probably. Like, I think that's part of it. It's going to be tricky to do. And it's like, you know, when they moved from Champman 4, it took a while. It took a long while to get there, but they got there eventually. I mean, the first one was never going to be the best, was it? Ever. So let's just see what happens, shall we? It's going to be fine. It's the country you needed a delay to discuss with the wife. I mean, Finland's not too far away, is it? It's closer than Czech, is it? I don't know. I made that up. But no expectation. A 32-year-old Gambian goalkeeper who's got a 5.7 rating. What are they currently doing tactically? 4-2-3-1. But we'll rip that up for a start. That's gonna go. Go asked to build a nation. I don't think it's a build a nation. I think it's a journey person save at the minute, but we'll see. We don't know. Jimmy Hackspick, Emil Palace. I've got to reset all these things. Like obscure nation player, instant starter. I tried this team in FM22 as a disaster save. Well, I mean that, to be honest, would you? That sold it to me. If it's a disaster, I'm in for it. Let's go for it. FM26 has to be a banger. They've heaped more pressure on themselves. Have they heaped pressure on themselves, or have they given themselves a bit of time to sort stuff out? I would say that they've given themselves time to sort stuff out now. I think there's going to be a lot of people that are going to want an incredible game in FM26 and aren't going to see that it might take some time. But there's going to be some people who are going to go, look, you know what? Yeah, it's not going to go right away, is it? So there'll be a mixture of people, and FM26, you know what? I don't even want to talk about FM26 because I didn't really want to talk about FM25, and I certainly want to talk about FM26 because that is whenever. Like, let's just see let's just play with what we've got now, and let's just go back to having fun. Everybody wanted too much. Everyone was on and on and on and on, going like, I want this, 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 building the pressure up. So whatever happened, the game was never going to be as good as what some people had in their heads anyway. So those people were setting themselves up for sadness. So let's just all relax. It'll be fine. FM25's gone, and I've started recording, and I'll probably finish it tomorrow, or I'll probably re-record it. In my head, my angle for it is FM25 is gone, and I'm in a sense, I'm actually happy that it's done now. It's over. We can move on with our lives, right? And we can just go back to having fun on FM. Yeah, just leave it alone. Leave it alone. We don't have to go back there. It's sorted. It's a shame, but we move on. That's where I am with it. And that's kind of what I've been trying to discuss. FM25 is the friends we make along the way. Maybe, I don't know. Doesn't matter. HIFK is going to happen. HIFK is where if I had £1 for every Finnish football club I managed on Football Manager, I would have £2. And HIFK is our club. Right. No transfer budget, no wage budget, no expectations. Let's make this happen. This is what we're going to do, right? FM has started once again for us. Go asked us in with a tier 1 on the sub. Thank you very much for that. H-Tank as well, 2 months on tier 1. Appreciate you. Lance Sippets in with a follow. Troy Canos in on the follow as well. YouTube follows, I'm afraid, don't show up, but I'm sure there's loads of you hitting follow as well there, which of course I appreciate a lot. Let's pack our bags. We're all off to Finland. Here we go. HIFK Football Club have confirmed the appointment of Tony Jameson as the club's new manager. We're on. We've rejected the offer from Opatija in Croatia. HIFK have lost 2-1. The HIFK have actually beaten Gnistan. We're currently 9th in the Vikonen with 12 points from 11 matches. They've drawn 3 of the last 5 games of the league. Yeah. There's going to be a lot of names that I'm not going to pronounce correctly here. And I have to make some apologies right at the start. None of this is intentional. It's going to be quite tricky. Do you know what I mean? It's going to be tricky. But I'll try my best. Have you tried pronouncing the name? No, not at all. I haven't given it a go at all, mad scientist. I'll give it a go. It'll probably be wrong. So I'm going to take a run up at it. Okay. I'm going with Idrottsföreningen Kamreturner Helsingfors. I think that didn't sound too bad. The first bit, maybe not. But the second bit, I thought I did all right with the Kamreturner. And the Föreningen bit maybe as well. But I don't know if there's an accent difference or not there. maybe. I tried. Go ask. Supporting creators is mandatory at the minute. Keep it up. Appreciate that. Go ask. Very, very kind indeed. Only if you can afford to, of course. Only if you can afford to. But I do appreciate it. James, FN chat is kind of boring for me now after lengthy discourse. James, join the club. I've got a podcast to do, man. You know what I mean? I talk about FM25 chat for ages, and there's been nothing to talk about. But yes, it is. FM25 chat is boring. Interested in your opinion about the Unity engine being the right direction for the series, or will we not be able to tell? I mean, we can't tell, can we? We genuinely can't tell because we don't know what FM25 looks like on Unity, or FM26 or 27 or 28 or whatever. So I've got no idea. It could be the best decision to move to Unity. It could be a dreadful decision to move to Unity. It could be a short-term blip for a long-term gain. Absolutely no idea. And I know that's maybe not the answer you wanted, but I think it's the answer I have to give because I just don't know. Best place for updates for FM at the minute. There's loads of them going around, Jack, at the minute. Loads of them, like FM Scout, Sorted Out, SI, but don't pay for the update on there. I've not used an update on this. I've just literally gone back to... I've got the Mega Pack. I've got the Mega Pack, which gives you leagues from around the world. And because I'm going to Finland, I don't need up-to-date player transfers or whatever, do I? So let's just move on. One of those player testers should break their NDA for the lols. Yeah, and end up in jail. Great. What a great idea that is. No, they shouldn't. There's an NDA for a reason. And if those people break their NDA, then they shouldn't be invited back. That's literally, they were offered a great opportunity to go to SI Studios, play the game, which again, I don't know whether they got a full working version or whether they got a playpen access. And that was what SI tried to do as a way of almost apologising for the issue with FM in the first place. So they went, look, come and try it out. And yeah. So yeah, if anyone breaks the NDAs, then I'm afraid they're dicks. Yeah, and this is why you're not allowed nice things. Short term has not been good. I think Sega and SI have been over ambitious over timelines and screwed up. Long term, I suspect it's for the better. Potentially, yeah. Don't let this be like Lazario, get the Lujo scouting for you. I mean, it'll be whatever it's going to be, Simon. Like, do you know what I mean? I've got no budget. I've got no wages. I'm third bottom in Finland. It'll be whatever it's going to be. It's going to be fun. You know what I mean? And what I will say as well, by the way, and I will say this, that it is just going to be fun. We're still not going to have backseating, right? We're here for vibes. If you're backseating on FM24, then, like, come on. Have a word with yourself. Like, we're not going to try and play the way that, you know, everyone wants. Sign this player, play this tactic, blah blah blah. Like, we're just here for fun. We've been on this game for like what, 18 months now, or 19 months, 17 months, something like that. If you're here for success, you're in the wrong stream. Exactly. It's not that. We're just here for a laugh, right? So that's all it's going to be. I'm not going to change formation for people because they want to. I'm not going to, do player lookups because you know the players. You've already been there. Do you know what I mean? You've already been through the game. So if we win, great. If we lose, who cares? Like, we spent far too much time trying to make everybody happy. It's just going to be one of those things, innit? Respectfully disagree with your view on breaking NDAs. It's all context, the same as if breaking a law is obviously wrong. It's not always so simple. Yeah, but... Okay, Rich, but... Do we really need anybody to break an NDA to say they've played Football Manager? Really? Come on. Like, I get, that we're certainly not here for an argument or a discussion, but what is that going to give us? Really? Like, who cares enough about what a work in progress Football Manager looked like? Do you know what I mean? Like, maybe I'm a bit old, but I don't really care enough. So, yeah, being sued over FM, Yeah, but hey, at the end of the day, so what you're saying is you won't play a 0-5-5 with a double enganche. No, you know me, would you? I'm not playing double rolls at all for anything. Love to see some of the Larissa fun tactics used during this save. You know what? I'm probably just going to do some stuff I've never done before and see what happens. Just going to see what's what. Have someone broken an NDAs? There's something I've missed. There's some people that basically had been talking about the fact that they were at play testing, which you weren't really supposed to do, from what I understand. Again, I didn't go and do the play testing, so I never really did. I didn't do any of the play testing, so I don't know what has been played and what's not been played and what you have to sign and what you don't have to sign. I've seen many NDAs down the line, so I can take a wild guess as to what they look like, but I don't know what the exact specifics of this one were. But yeah, if people have mentioned that they've been there and there's been some posts on things like Reddit and Twitter and stuff, then I'd suggest that people are starting to break their NDAs, which they're not really supposed to. Do something you've never done before, like play at the meta. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to bother with that either, to be honest. I've avoided playing with the meta up until this point, so again, why would we? Why would we add it in now? What's the point? Like, what is the point of us now getting to the situation and go, right, you know what? Yeah, let's win. Let's go unbeaten for 7 seasons. Would we have fun? No, we wouldn't. Would we? That's not fun at all. That feels really bad. Doesn't feel fun. There's our initial youth intake. That doesn't look great. That doesn't look fun. It's going to be fine. It's going to be absolutely fine. Be alright. Wouldn't feel earned. Definitely not. Definitely not. Let's see what they want us to do, shall we? What's the plan for the vision here? The board just want us to do nothing really at this point. They're not bothered. The fans, direct high-tempo football. I think we can do that. Direct football. Being sacked is part of the fun. Arguing with the board and the players. Lows are as high as the goods. As the lows are as good as highs. Exactly. Getting sacked is part of the game. It's part of the game. Old Lady Players off the night. Old Lady Players, a pleasure to see you. Thank you so much for popping by. Please come back and see us again. And if you are on YouTube, by the way, do go and check Old Lady Players content. She's fantastic. You will absolutely love her. So yeah, go and show us some love. Thank you so much for coming in and hanging out with us. We genuinely appreciate it. James Holly, definitely the right call. So much noise on socials that everyone seems to want to make it the end of FM forever. Yeah, I mean, if I can speak candidly, James, some people are fannies and they just need to grow up. But you know, that's my view, and I should have just said that from the start, shouldn't I? It's like, some of us need to stop being fannies. Jay Bowstead's in with a follow there as well, so very kind on that. That's much appreciated. Direct high-tempo football. I think we can do direct football, and I reckon we just get rid of that midfield, don't we? Let's go. Consider going route 1, maybe? Do we go old school TJ? You disrespect the point. I think there's a point if you think you're being misled by the organisation and there's a wider interest. But is there a wider interest? I don't know. Like, I'm probably not gonna debate it further because, again, I've made a point. If I'm bored of it, then I don't really want to keep going back over the thing because then that suggests that I'm not bored of it. But yeah, I don't. Maybe I'm a stickler for the rules, right? I think if you sign something that says you're not allowed to talk to someone about something, then maybe you don't talk about it. Yeah, like I would be great in Fight Club. You'd never even know there was a Fight Club, but somebody was talking about a Fight Club, so somebody was clearly not reading their NDA, were they? And we all know what happened there. Things got out of hand, so maybe respect the piece of paper that you sign. Yeah, read it, have a look, and just see what's what. But you don't know a person on the inside will have a different view. Yeah, I mean, I guess that everyone's got different views and stuff, but my view would be if you are going into a situation where someone's asking you to sign an NDA and you don't want to sign it, don't sign it. Don't sign it, and then just you don't get the opportunity to do it. Like, no one forces you to sign it. They'll force you to sign it if you want to do the thing, but yeah, I've been in many situations where the NDA has been put in front of you, and then you get told the information. So simple as that. But anyway, we move on. Route 1 football in Finland. That's what we're going to do. Route 1, direct passing, quick transitions. Get it up there. Get it up there to Miksu Patalainen, to Timo Pukki. We'll get Jussi Jaskalainen in goal. That's what we're going to do. 4-4-2, possibly. They're playing a 4-2-3-1 at the minute, so maybe we do something a little bit defensively sound, and we'll see what's what going forward, but we'll see where we are with it. Just quickly send something to the mod chat from there. Well, meta is boring, says James. Yeah, meta is boring. Is boring. My view. The Neil Warnock ball in Finland. We'll go 4-4-2 for now, but maybe we go 3-5-2, 5-3-2. 5-3-2. It depends upon whether we've got any wingers or not. If we've got wingers, we'll do a 4-4-2. If we haven't, let's go 5-3-2, and we'll change it depending upon how many players we've actually got. Jingle bells all the way up to the target man. That's what it is. People become under pressure easier through various circumstances to sign something and don't get the context on what they've signed. Yeah, no, agree. I'm lacking a bit of empathy. I think I probably am, to be honest. I think I'm just bored with the whole situation, so I'm just trying to sort of like move on from it, because I don't want to go into... I certainly don't want to argue, Rich, because you know me and you, we know each other well enough. You've been in the stream for a long time, so I'm not gonna make a deal out of it. So let's just... I think you're right. I think we agree to disagree at this moment in time, but yeah, appreciate your view. And articulated well as well. So I will take that. So see, I'm growing. Do you know what I mean? Even in the video I've made, I've apologized. I've apologized to people and said, do you know what? Right? Do you know what? Fine. You all said that I was saying that your ideas were wrong. So fine. Yeah. All right. Sorry I was wrong. Right? Yeah, being bored isn't as good as a reason that led us to Brexit. True, but all right, I think let's just move on from it. Right, okay? Because again, I'm very conscious of the people that I work with who are at SI, for example, and let's just move on. Let's move on. Let's look at Finland. Finland's going to be fun. TJ Tactics incoming. Here we go. Right, let's have a little look at this squad then, shall we? So we've got Juna Tainen, who is our goalkeeper. Pros, 13 for handling, 15 for fitness, 12 for decision making, 12 for positioning, 13 for reflexes. Cons, 8 for concentration, 9 for aerial reach, 6 for kicking. He's not going to get the ball very far, is he? Kicking of 6. Oh no, we're going to have centre-backs taking goal kicks, aren't we? I think that's where we are. Centre-backs doing goal kicks. A Darlow reserve player. He could well be. We've also got Sam Yama, who's a Finnish and Gambian goalkeeper. Not much better, really, is he? To be honest. Rich, again, right? Look, the link between me and SI is not big. It's not about a streamer. For me, my link with SI is that I've had 10, 15, 13-year relationship with SI. They gave me some opportunities way back in the day that nobody would have ever given me. And therefore, I think that for me, they've got a little bit of credit in the bank. I also, me as a person, I'm not someone who's just going to slag people off for the sake of it. It's just not my style. Do you know what I mean? So that's where I am as well. I don't think it's as big a problem as everyone's making it out to be, but that's just my view, and I'm trying to just be a bit more chill about the whole thing. So, yeah. I mean, if I stood up and slagged them off, fine. If I thought they'd been horrific and had been exploitative and, had done everything awful, then yeah, I'd say something. But I just think they've tried to make a game and it's not worked. And people have got upset about it. It's like, yeah, it's fine. You get the full-time content creators complaining more than others. Look, again, I'm from an industry that is creative industry. Like, you got to have a backup plan. You got to have a backup plan. Like, again, I'm not getting drawn into it all, to be honest. It's a game that skipped a year, end of the day. Yeah, like, it'll be fine. You know what? The world will continue to turn. That's what it'll be. The world will continue to turn. And yes, we're a bit sad now, but tomorrow will happen, and the day after that will happen, the day after that will happen. And it'll all just work out eventually. And eventually we'll all forget this has even happened. And if we don't forget it's happened, then that's not a problem as well. You can just go, yeah, you remember what? Remember the time that FM25 was late? Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah. Toppy Passy is a centre-back. He's not got great acceleration. Maybe he doesn't need great acceleration in this league. He's a leader. He's got good decision-making. He is 6'1". He's right-footed. He's playing okay. 6.86 rating. Obviously, we can't bring players in because there's the league started. It looks like we might have wingers, so I might have to change my formation from that 3 at the back, 5 at the back system. So let's go back to 4-4-2. Shall we? No, we're not loading anything in right now. Let's go to route 1. We'll change that. Don't we? Change that to a 4-4-2 just for now. So what we got here? Arajuri is suspended for the next match. He's got acceleration of 6, so he's even slower. But he's a leader. He's 36 years old. He looks decent. 16 for jumping, 15 for bravery, positioning, marking. 6'4". He's in. He's playing. Iro Aijo. He's not good. He's not very good, but he's got just shy of a 7 for his average rating. Jimmy Hackspick is the right back. 6.6 from right back, 6.7 from left back. Just over 5 progressive passes. He's got 3.8 headers won. This guy looks right, doesn't he? Rico Finas definitely looks like someone we want to be using. Crossing of 14, acceleration of 12. He's going in. He's straight in. Right, we're definitely keeping him in there. A lot of my team's leaving in a couple of months. Where does it say? Yeah, okay. Right, transferred out. Okay, that's fine. That's fine, don't worry. It's not a problem. The whole team's not leaving. Some of them are leaving. Yeah? Okay. Some of them are leaving, not all of them. Let's not get worried just yet. It just means we rebuild the team faster. Exactly. Yeah. Context. Glad the news today. The suspense is over. And I think the biggest thing is the community is now you know. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. That. Yeah. I'll agree with you on that one, Rich. 100%. Everyone now has the answer. Whether they like the answer or not, they've got an answer. Yeah, I'll agree with that. I will agree with that. Everyone's got an answer now. So now we just move on and we see what's what. Danny, how are you, buddy? Welcome in. It is all we want. It is all we wanted. We wanted just something, and now we know. And the thing with wanting something is it doesn't necessarily mean you're going to get what you want, but you get something. We're currently managing HIFK in Finland because we decided to do a journeyman save, journey person save, where we just go and wander around the world and see what happens with no actual plan, and just have some fun on the game, to be honest, and see where we can get to while everything just settles down a little bit. And yeah, this is going to be my plan for, well, probably for the next, well, I guess this will be my plan until FM27 or 25 or whatever comes next. 26, who knows, whatever comes next. This team might have been a mistake. It could be, or it could be the greatest decision we've ever made, Cass. And you know me, there's a very fine line between those two things, isn't there? There is a very fine line. between greatness and stupidity, and I cross those two lines very, very. I straddle them. I straddle them proudly. See what we've got here. Oh, it's a shame that Emil Pallas is leaving because he looks like he might be quite decent. Mustafa Korka, wide forward. Right, let's move him in there then. And this is what we want. 6'1" poacher. Wait, what? What do you mean? What, Dan? No, what have I missed? Target forward. There we go. Right. Excellent. We have a target forward. We've got a defensive midfielder, have we? Not really. not massively. We've got a defensive pressing forward, which I do love a defensive pressing forward. You straddled them proudly. I did. Looked them in the eyes as well while I did it. Come on. Made eye contact. Right, let's put him in. Excuse me, him in for now. So this is going to be our first team. Okay? Just until either the transfer window opens up or we move on. I don't know whether we move on into the next stage of the league or whatever, but, you know, welcoming new people. I mean, to be fair, that's not the worst thing we've ever said, is it? And let me just quickly save this up so I can actually get some day ones and then we can make some content. Yeah. Right. Yeah, right. Dan, do you want to message that dude back, by the way, that I sent you the thing for in the mod chat, and just sort of explain the current position? Because if they were doing what you said they were doing, then I stand by the decision. Right, okay. So that's us then. So they won their last match 2-1. We've got a game. Oh, I've got a game today against Kappa. The old tracksuits from the 90s. Get in. Tactic done. Set piece introduction. What are we thinking? Marker player, markers up. Marker player. Surely. Although possibly we haven't got great defenders. This is the problem. So let's do it. Let's do a hybrid. You denied the request ages ago. Brilliant. Cool. Okay. We're not going to defend the posts, are we not? I think we get both posts, to be honest. A few players will be left forward for a counter attack, or we defend the box. I think the counter attack needs to be done, doesn't it? Get the ball in for. Well, Sid has wanted to go for the far post, didn't he? So let's go for the central, and we're going to keep our players balanced in terms of going in and out swinging corners, and let's see where that gets us. Gave29 on YouTube. I've just started an FM25 save. Finished 8th with Newcastle, but Shearer didn't fancy one last contract. There we go. Out the door. Shearer's gone. Shearer is gone. Can I turn hints and tips off here, by the way? Because I don't think they need to be on there, do they? Where's hints? Do I need hints and tips? Don't answer that, everyone. Yes, Tony, you do. You definitely need hints and tips. For some reason, it just keeps loading on every time we're there. Right. Okay. Let's just roll forward, shall we? Let's go meet the media. There they are. Yeah, there you go. We are nowhere. No one's there. Rogi, what's Swedish for get it in the mixer? I imagine. I mean, I could take a wild stab in the dark and I'd probably get cancelled, to be honest. I can't hide my excitement to be at HIFK. Very, very excited to be. It's an honour, but there's also a great responsibility. This is a challenging environment, but one I wanted to work in. I want to be here for a long time and I want to be patient. Good things will come to those who are prepared to wait. That's what I'm asking. That's what I'm going for. You don't have much of a reputation. I have quite the reputation. Thank you. For den I mixern. That's okay. According to Google Translate. I don't believe a reputation has a part to play. I consider myself entirely appropriate for this job. That's That's 100% it. Get Job in on the plane. I agree. HIFK have been on a general downward curve for a little while. We can move that up, to be honest. Sometimes it just takes one change to spark a turn in fortune. Hopefully that will happen here. You must be looking forward to your first match. Yeah, I guess so. I'm ready to get stuck in. Do you feel confident about your ability? I think we can get a lot of stuff done, right? There are no illusions as to the scale of the task. A lengthy rebuilding process is required. And it's sit down and evaluate the squad properly before I'm comfortable answering the questions. I can't wait to get started. Let's just say that. You've got very little time to prepare. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I might be new here, but the players aren't. Looking at the first 3 games in charge, you're confident of getting off to a good start. I want to instill a winning mentality. Whether we do or not is completely different, but let's try it. Have you got a sense of how the footballers feel? Only briefly at this moment in time. And I want to earn the trust of the fans. Where can this club go into leadership? I mean, it's a good question, to be honest. As long as there's nothing involving financial fair play, I'm sure we'll be fine. Absolutely fine. No problems at all in this one. HIFK have been on a downward curve. Have you seen nothing yet? Yeah. We are about to enter the world of TJ Ball. What attracted you to HIFK? The fact you haven't won anything for ages. Is the squad good enough? Probably. Emil Palias is very, very good, but we're losing him clearly. I'm not going to discuss that just yet about whether or not we need more backroom staff. Whilst the managers are famous for their hands-on approach, are you more reserved? My door is open. They probably want to hear from an answer. You've joined when the staff is a little short-staffed. I think we can bring some people in. Last season was not one to remember. We can do better than that. Right. So great. The media went well, didn't it? That was fun. We've upset people already. Now let's meet the players. I'm sure they're going to be happy, aren't they? Emil Palace, make him captain. Have we got a captain already in the club? We have not. I don't know if Palace is the guy, is he? Because he's going to be leaving, so we don't want to give him the captaincy and then have him walk out the door. Surely, there you go. The guy who's suspended, he's the one. He's the one who needs to be the captain. Tony Jameson, cagey with media. I don't know. I think I'm normally quite. I normally just click the buttons that they want. Right, let's have a little look at some of these people then. Don't know if we've even got staff that are worth looking at, to be honest. In fact, we haven't got any. We've hardly got anything. We've got one coach. We can have 2. It's a goalkeeping coach. Lowry Solonen is our only coach. We could do with a head of youth development as well. We've got 2 scouts. We could do with a chief scout and a director of football. Do we need a director of football at this level? Well, I guess maybe. Why not? We could definitely do with a physio though. That's something we do probably need. I feel as though we're obviously come in and just went, right, let's basically bring a backroom team in at this point. What's the backup plan if he goes? What, the captain? Give it to someone else. Give it to someone else. No backseating, as you know, talk to Musterman, who's just managed in Finland, and he would say it's networking. He has just finished, and I think he actually was managing HIFK as well. So there is a possibility that we can glean some information from Musterman as to how to play and what to look at and so how to approach these things. I've only done Finland once, and it was when we did ROPS as the TJFM Discord challenge, and I really enjoyed it. I actually kept it going, and I played it as a save for a little bit. I had a lot of fun. I think I was there for about 6 years, having a really fun time. So yeah, there is potential that Finland can be decent. Where was he? Was at Marinheim? Was he? Oh, okay, so he was a different team, was he? Okay, that's it. That is interesting. That's better then, because I thought he was at the same team. So I was like, oh, I don't really want to ask the same questions. But if he was at a different side, then that's better. That actually works. They've got a similar badge. That could be it then. Let's put you there. Let's make you the wide target forward, shall we? Because that's what you want to be. Rico Finas is a complete wing back, so he wants to get up and down. In fact, let's put Corker as a wide target forward on attack. Molo central midfielder. Puro box to box. Maybe we make Molo a playmaker. Do that. Palias. Winger on support. Yeah. Uleman is the target forward, so we'll give him that target forward role. Then Tukanen's the poacher. So right, get the ball in there. Did a Finnish club once, not for long, can't remember who, working in mid-management education. Hell of a time and the save went adrift. I think that feels like the wrong time to start managing in Finland, doesn't it? When it's like, I'm going to manage in Finland. Oh, but I'm currently in full-on education hell. That's not good, is it? So there we go. Let's see what we can do. First match in charge of HIFK. Hopefully we can get off to a starter. Should we all petition, says Richard Bell. Petition about what? Not about FM25 being cancelled. Surely you're not suggesting we do that. We normally have sensible people around here. Right, match day 1. Here we go. You are suggesting a petition for FM25 being delayed? No, that's a ridiculous idea. Right, here we go then. HIFK are in red, because we are the Reds, of course. The ball just hit the back of his head. Brilliant. That's us going. Ball's up top, nodded through. Okay, Kimmonen's brought the ball away. I am going to need my glasses for some of these players, aren't I? Because I can't read it. I'm going to get names wrong. Palace, good cross in. Headed over the top. Can we drop it yet? We can. The problem is Triple P is obviously people come in and want to talk about stuff. So I do have to answer it, which is is why we're not doing the Zealand stream tonight. But that will be next week. And then of course myself and Steve live on Wednesday, Clayton on Thursday, myself and Steve very exciting stream on Friday, hopefully, where we are getting ourselves promoted with Newport. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Good ball out there. We don't seem to have players that are willing to battle for the ball. Oh, I know Trips. Sort about with the corner, nodded away. Okay, so let's just look at this thing, because we were thinking that we've lost the ball already quite a bit. Let's lower that tempo down, I think. Time wasting. We don't want time wasting. Time wasting gives us issues, I think. Let's put that line up a bit. All right, see if we can play a little bit better, because we want the ball to go long, but maybe we don't. Maybe we just sort of like play a bit more positive, and that might count as direct football rather than route one. Finas over the top. Nicely brought down. Oh, doesn't quite get through, does it? Well intercepted. Helmet in. Oh, come on, boys. Just something. Just do some sensible things. Nothing silly. Malolo, good ball through. Oh, still no first goal of the HIFK era just yet. Corner comes in, cleared away. Fernandez brings the ball out. Oh, it's a good ball. Defender's got it covered. Malolo there. Finas, Malolo. Malolo's getting on the ball quite a bit. We like that. Here's Palace. The guy we've heard is quite good. Danish guy. He's currently going to leave at the end of the season. Or mid-season, or whatever it is in Finland. Headed over the bar. Throw in time. Ball's gone back. Deflected. Keeper's got it. Ebhoff back from work. Where are we? We're currently in Finland, Ebhoff. We've started a new journey save just before, well, basically because there's no FM25s, we figure we might as well just have a save for after the Newport save ends. So we'll start it now. There's no time like the present, right? So we get ourselves involved. Rich, not seen much of the Steve Sidwell streams. Genuine question. Until this cross comes in. Cleared away. 27 minutes in, nodded away. It's deflected down. Genuine question says, Rich, not seen much of the Steve Sidwell streams. How much from his football expertise has been helpful in FM, and also vice versa? What's his view of FM as something real? So, good, really, really good question. Really good question, Rich. His knowledge of FM, like, he's never played it. He's never played it until now. And he is finding it very interesting. Excuse me, he's finding it very interesting, looking at how it plays and how it works, because he's like, yeah, you know what, like some of the boys, like, he knows the lads play it in the on the team bus and stuff on the ride home. He's finding it more entertaining than he maybe thought he was going to, and I think that's quite nice. How much of his general football knowledge is rubbing off on me? I mean, have a look. Like, none, clearly. None. I think he despairs a little bit. As we all do, to be honest. But we get on, and you know what? The best bit is he's really, really funny. He's really funny. He's a great lad. And we get on really well, and that makes things so much more fun. And easier. So yeah, that's the good bit. It's entertaining. It's very entertaining, and he's keen to learn as well, which is the good thing. So yeah, if you've not seen them, I'd say we're going to try and cut down some edited highlights, so it's going to be like a sort of 30-minute-ish or something episode. So we'll try and get those done, where you can have a look and have a watch, and yeah, hopefully you'll enjoy them and you can see a bit more. But yeah, he's having a good time with it. The team meetings, the team meeting thing happened, didn't it? Got to get him on the pod if he's up for it. Well, we would love to. We would love to. If he'd be up for it, then 100% we'd do it. We'd be like, we'll be making everything we can to make that happen. We've just got to see. I think it's probably more chance of it happening if we win something, but I mean, that's just me guessing. But I don't know. He looks like he's having fun with it, which is the main thing. I think if he wasn't enjoying it, it would be a flat out no. But like he's genuinely into it, and obviously, you know, he's texting sort of while the streams are on, watching it. So again, he's not dialing it in, which is awesome. And yeah, as Dan says, he's not afraid to take himself too seriously as well. He's just like out for having a fun time. Did watch the first stream on YouTube because he was in awe of the detail. Yeah, absolutely, and that's great. Like for real footballers to see that and be like, oh god, this is close to real life. That's a huge thing for the game. Mad Scientist, gotta go. Have a great weekend. And you, mate. A pleasure to see you as always. Pleasure to see you, my friend. Great tackle. Oh, no. 1-0. Antoine Griezmann stream. When? Never. Probably. I'm guessing he's busy. I can't imagine that. But then again, you never know. You never know. If someone said to me, you're going to stream with Steve Sidwell, I'd be like, that's not going to happen. But, yeah, maybe. Maybe we get Griezmann involved. We'll find out. Right. Concern there, then. We've conceded a goal. Because, of course, we have. Can we do something about it? Need an equaliser now. Oh, that's not great, is it? That's not a headed clearance, is it? He plays a lot of FM. He does. He does. We might as well try and get ourselves all the way up to the top and see if Griezmann fancies it. We can ask him, but I think a lot of people keep going with like, oh, get Antoine Griezmann on. Going, yeah. Let's get Antoine Griezmann. I'm sure that's easy. You know, Antonio Jimenez has got Griezmann booked, sadly. Until I get to see the no backseat comments, if I can offer any more than a 4-3-3 and vibes. No back seating. It's like, come on. Like I don't understand the thing of like jumping into someone else's game and being like, do this thing. Yeah, I don't know. Like, that was part of what was getting me down as well with FM was the know-it-allness of it all. Yeah. Play the game how you want or do whatever. Mm-hmm. Ball's down the line. Puro crosses it in. Corker at the back post. Mustafa Corker. Good header. Makes it 1-0. I guess that's what you're going to get when we play 1,000 hours and become nerds. Yeah, I suppose, but you don't have to, though, do you? you know, like if you were like sort of, I don't know, say for example you went to a film, like I had film production, like, you know, at university and an MA and taught film production for 8 years. I don't go to a cinema and shout, do better shots. Do a star wipe. You know? It's rubbish. They throw me out of the cinema. Stupid. People go to comedy gigs and shout out heckles. They go, oh, I'm better than the comedian. No, you're not. Sit down. Shut up. Right? No one's watching you. Yeah, so back in your seat. Stop being silly. Calm yourself down. Yeah. One reason I stopped watching the AFC content is everyone plays the meta. FM allows for versatility. I don't think you've been around here long enough. Too many people around here still play still with the meta. Always with the meta. Always with the meta. But yeah, not around here though. Not us. We don't do it. Do better shots works for films and football, and assassins as well. Could work. Assassins could do better shots. That would be helpful, wouldn't it? And in the pub, yeah. Maybe a photographer. So, yeah. In fact, you know what? In reality, I think you're probably right. There's definitely more times that works than when it doesn't. Right, that's where's Palace? Maybe don't get him off. Maybe take the left back off, actually. Jimmy Hackspick, he can go on. As a fullback. You like the Finnish names? I do as well. They stand out, don't they? So Kappa are just below us. So we're 1-1. It's not the best result. But it's the start of the TJ era. 12 shots, 4 on target, 50% possession. So we're starting with something. 13 points. We could potentially nudge ourselves into the top division. We don't know. Question. My FM25 says there's no connection. Any ideas? Well, it depends on what you're playing it on. Are you playing on Steam or Game Pass or... I'm not really sure. If you don't... Yeah, maybe you need to just... Yeah, maybe you need to check from your provider. Imagine a teenage TJ in a bad Finnish accent screaming, "Do better shots at his strikers." I think we can all imagine that. It's definitely a thing, right? Lulu Booster, how are we? Welcome. Lower league in Finland for our new save. Yeah, we're doing a journey save, Lulu Booster. So we're just gonna jump in, see what happens. We've started unemployed. We have ended up in Finland, and we've drawn our first match. So we've done something. One of my favourite Finnish sports facts is that there are 2 retired athletes named Antti Niemi. Both goalkeepers at high level. One played hockey and the other played football. You know what? I like that as a fact. That is good. That is a good fact. I'll take that one. Richard just trying to make a joke of it. The problem is, Richard, there's too many people who are actually serious with with that viewpoint. So it's difficult to tell who's joking and who's not. So, but welcome in, by the way. And if you're brand new in the stream, in the chat, and you've not dropped your follows, then please do. You know, get yourselves involved. It'll be good. Yeah, follow us on YouTube. Follow us on Twitch. Come and hang out with us more. It'd be good. I think you'll all enjoy it. Let's just go back to what we did with... It's just a higher line where we drop off, I think. A bit of pressing. And a positive attitude. That might be the way. Who do we play next? Play SJK Akademia. Easy for you to say. They're bottom of the league. Right. We've got to do something here. Surely. Dukla Prague job unsuccessful. So that's good, actually, in a sense. Decision not to shortlist she was taken after you'd only just taken charge. Oh, actually, they might have spoken to us. Oh well, never mind. So right now it's time to meet the players. This is going to be fun. We can upset them all, like what Steve did. Avoid relegation. That's what we want to do. Okay, so let's say hello to the players at the club. Let's tell them what we want to do. We can avoid relegation. They're happy enough with that. Good. Nothing else to say now. Thank you. And away we go. No player targets, no player promises. What wonderful hair that person had. Which I'm a big fan of. Do I actually have zero wage budget? Yeah, I do have zero wage budget. And we're currently spending zero, which is good. I think the squad are amateur. I think that's the reason. If I'm correct. Yeah, there we go. Amateur football club in Finland. This is the TJ way, isn't it? Yeah. Amateur level football. They did go bankrupt in real life. We're gonna have to go and get the scouts to go looking for players. They've already got a couple of players lined up. 39-year-old Tobias Laaksonen. We'll find out what these scouts have been up to. Yunus Rami. Oof, he looks good for this level, doesn't he? We'll see what the recruitment focus actually is. Scouting Centre overview. What have we got? Have we got scouts? I love the fact we actually have players out there. Danny Yazzie. Anton Lindqvist. Right, first of all, who's leaving? Who's leaving the club? Nobody. Well, HIFK's going. So that's a fullback. Palace, which is the winger, and a striker. Okay, so there are a couple of players leaving. The rest of the team are considering leaving. They're fine with leaving. What's the rules with the transfer window? In fact, what's the league rules actually? Matchday rules. You can have no more than 3 non-EU players. Each squad must have at least 9 players trained in Finland. 4 players trained by a club in Finland in the playing 11. Okay, so four Finnish players in the starting lineup. The squad must have no more than 0 players who have played 3 matches for the first team. B teams only. Oh dear. Personal question. Has anyone been through probate? How was it and how long did it take? I'm asking as well, is it taking longer than expected? I've not been through it myself, Rich, so apologies, can't really offer you too much advice there. Hopefully someone has and can help you out. I understand it'll be a difficult time for you if you are going through it, so of course, thoughts with you. But yeah, hopefully you'll get through it as swiftly as you can. Back to the Pentagon. It's not technically a Pentagon. We haven't done anything just yet. We've started in the second division of Finland, so it's very much a journey save at the minute. There's no plans for it to be a Pentagon. There's no plans at all. We can sign free transfers up until August. Ooh, okay, so we can bring some players in if needs be, and then we can bring some players in for loan as well. Maybe we do that then. Maybe we consider a cheeky free transfer. And when does the league split? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 games away. And then it's 5 games for the split. 6th. We need to get to 6th. To be in the promotion. Okay, well, we're only 3 points off the promotion group. So, with a bit of luck, and it will be luck, it'll be absolute ridiculous luck, we could potentially nudge our way into the playoff groups. Is there any board stipulation about contracts? I don't believe so. I didn't see anything. I think they don't want us to give contracts to, or long-term contracts to 42-year-olds, which, I am partial to doing. Maximum 1-year contract for players over 34. So, MGP probably isn't coming in on a 3-year deal. I mean, it's a discussion to have, innit? It's a discussion. We could do that. Yeah, sure we could. Surely MGP's already somewhere else at this point. Where's Gamst? Where is he? Ranheim. 750 quid a week. My word. God, he's earning a fortune. We can't afford that. We've got £0 to spend. Literally zip. Nothing. We would need a tycoon to come in to afford 700 quid. if I recall from a previous streamer's save, most players left the club, is that if you don't have a full squad, it's hard to recruit players. Right, well, then we'll just not let them leave. They're all going to have to stay. We should be able to get some players in, but they'll just not be very good. When's the next podcast? Probably going to be Monday, I'd imagine. We'll be recording it on Saturday, which is tomorrow. We'll be doing it tomorrow. Yeah, normally we do a Thursday record, but things have been a little off schedule this last couple of weeks. So yeah, I think it's fair to say that we maybe need to get something out reasonably quickly. So we'll do that, and we'll see what we can get tomorrow, and have a bit of sit down and a bit of chat. And Z collab comes next week. So because of obviously everything that's been happening about with FM25, then we've decided that it wasn't the best idea to have the chat just spanning talking about FM25 rather than doing the Jameson stream. So because we didn't want the chat to be overawed by that, which, to be fair, in hindsight, it hasn't been as heavy as I was expecting, really. So thank you to everyone for that. But it was just one of those ones where we made a call, we had a bit of a chat earlier on about it, and went, right, look, yeah, this is where we are. We're not gonna go for it, and it's been put back to next week. So Zealand will be with us next week, as will Steve, as will Clates, as will Steve again. So yeah, it's just gonna be a busy week next week, which is gonna be great. So we're gonna be full on with Newport, and then once that's finished, we'll continue with this journey save going forward. So at least something's now set up for the future. Like with everything that was hanging over our heads, we didn't know what was happening. So, but I think this could be fun. We could have some fun here and move things on, you know. Have we tried asking Santa for players? Oh, I'll ask anybody for players. I am not against that. I will be like, look, literally, give me some good stuff, right? We've done really well. Thank you, Lulu Booster. Like, genuinely, it's been great. Like, it's not just me that's put this together. There's been a whole like team that have been working on this for, I want to say, the best part of a year. Like, I've been in the project for about 6 months, like getting plans for it to be put together and stuff. So, like, we're all super stoked for it, and it's like great that, you know, we've got people in there who are happy to be involved and want to be involved. And then we had the constant conversation today being like, look, you know, this, how do we do this and get the best output and the best outcome? So like, everyone's been smart about it. Everyone's been really, really clever and proactive, and that's been great. So yeah, we just want to make sure we have the best time, and it will be good. We will have the best time. So yeah, it's all going to be worth it. Next week's going to be class, I can guarantee it. So yeah, that is a reminder, of course, that we will stream on YouTube and Twitch. We always stream on YouTube and Twitch now, so to remind that. I should say as well, by the way, if you are on the YouTube stream, this is probably going to be pertinent for you lot. So the streaming schedule going forward is going to hopefully as close to be Monday, Wednesday, Friday as possible. Football Manager. Maybe we'll take Fridays out, maybe do something different. But Sundays are going to be something different Sundays. So we used to do some Sunday streams like with Football Manager, but now it's like we do extra games. We've done like City Skylines, and we've got a lovely city going on there, so we're going to keep that going. So we don't stream that to YouTube, because the YouTube runs straight into the TJFM YouTube. So what we do is I've got a second gaming channel which I've started to build up. There's nobody there at the minute. I've not even advertised it or whatever, so we'll slowly build that up, and then if people want it, they can have it. 2K9 and it's offside. We can show you where that is, and then we'll put some other games on there. So we'll play Skylines will do Minecraft or whatever, or WWE or GTA. I bought GTA and Red Dead Redemption. Oh, what a miss! So yeah, we'll do some different stuff. So hopefully you'll come and join us. Matty Aqua, pleasure to see you, my friend. Is this lower league? This is lower league Finland right here. This is League One in Finland, and we're trailing to the bottom team because of course we are. That is keepers come for it. Made an absolute arse of it. I knew of RDF and SI before me, but the algorithm was like, here's the FM podcast dude who will rant at the cancellation topic. I mean, I'm the one that's going to rant the least. I'm on a podcast with the other two who will definitely rant. So I'm just going to wind the pair of them up and just sit back and watch the sparks fly, to be honest. I think that's probably the best way to do it. In hindsight, I think I had a centre-back I should have brought on because I don't think he's suspended. Great. And now I've got to play a full-back at centre-back. Not ideal at all. But hope you're well, Matty Akra. Nice to see you, pal. Hope life's treating you good. So, but yeah, this is us now. Currently losing to the bottom team in the league. Great. And this will be their first win of the season, because of course it will. That's how Football Manager works, isn't it? Evening, these demons. Nice to see you. Hope you're good. I would say we're all right. We're good. We're good up here. Thank you. We're certainly not as upset as everyone else is. We're totally fine. Tell them that they've been terrible so far. He can be a target forward as well. They both can be. Double target forwards. 6'1". 6'4", I think this guy is he? 6'2", right. Right, Coker's coming off again. Let's put Azordo in there. Thank the FM gods. FM25 is actually a good game. Yeah, it is a good game. It is a good game, and I think we just need to remember that. How am I feeling about the news? Fine, absolutely fine. I'm just glad it's over and done with. To be honest, it's dragged on that long that it's nice to finally have some closure on it, and that's what we've been talking about during the stream so far. That it is good that it's now just over and done with. For me personally, I thought, could SI or Sega consider releasing FM25 in its current state free as the biggest beta test of all? Possibly. It depends upon what state it's in, really. I guess if it could be a massive open beta potentially, but then I wonder whether or not now the issue is that because they've made such a big deal of the fact that there is issues with it, that whether people will just be looking for flaws straight away, and would it be more negative press if they sort of like pick it up and play with it and they go, oh god, this is not what we expected, or and again, this is purely speculation because I've not seen anything as you know. I don't know. Oh, off the crossbar. We just need a bit of luck, don't we? We just need someone to take a shot. Try and get us something here. Let's put Malolo back at centre midfield. Rather than DLP. Draw, is there a European league in the game that you haven't managed in? Oh, there's loads. There's loads of leagues I haven't managed in. And not just in Europe, like all over the place. I've not managed in Estonia. I've not managed in Lithuania, Romania, Slovenia. I don't think I've done Iceland. Ironically, I've done Finland before, and I quite like it. But I don't like the fact that we're not playing well. Here, Easy Dean, I remember I said about messing up this year's game as a production manager. Chat and everyone else gave me nonsense for it. Feels vindicated. I've expressed my worries. Very serious. Very obvious from a development point, it was a serious trouble. Yeah, okay, and you know what? And there will be a whole bunch of I told you so's coming, and fine. You know, people are welcome to do that. Not a problem at all. Okay. I've started making a video, which I've said to the chatter on tonight. I've already got the, all right, fine, I was wrong. It's fine. You know. And it's fine. Yeah, if it's a finger pointing, I was right. Then great. If that's what people need in their lives, cool. Okay? But you can't blame people for trying to be positive and thinking like it's not all doom and gloom. Okay? It didn't work. Fine. We move on. It's not a problem. Yeah? There will not from yourself easy, but no, there's definitely a few people who've got who were given the I told you so's. You know, rightly or wrongly. Again, it's up to everyone how they wanted to react, so it's fine. I just think there was a lot of emotions flying around. I didn't think cancellation was on the cards until today. When I saw it, I was like, oh, right, okay, maybe it is going to get cancelled then. Because that was the first moment I thought it was getting cancelled, and yeah, that's literally how long it took me before I went, okay, this is an option now. This direct football doesn't seem to be very good, does it? Oh, giving the ball away again. Keepers come for it. Come on, 5 minutes to go. What's he doing? Just launching it to nobody. Good tackle. Azodo Puro. Ball's out wide. Palace. Inside. Good ball over the top. Oh, he's missed it. I think he's offside as well, to be honest. The back line's coping well. Yeah, we're not getting the ball forward though, really, are we? That's the one. Defensively, we're looking pretty good. You must have, I'll agree with you there. Lulu, I mean, we are losing to the bottom of the league, so that's concerning. But it did come from a bad corner to concede, so it was a goalkeeping error. So it's not the end of the world. Oh, can't get the ball through, can we? Decision making up top. We're lacking a bit of quality. Okay. Disappointing. Yeah, unhappy with that. I thought it was cancelled beyond January, especially when I learned about the Sega finance deadline. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I think there was a lot of things that were pulled out at random, and like everyone just went for, you know, got on the sleuthing train, which is, again, it's great to see. And I didn't realize that people cared that much. When you start going sleuthing at that level, you can't help but look and be like, wow, people really, really want to find out information about a video game. It blew my mind a little bit. I was very surprised. Because even the way that I am, like, you know, with, you know, all the, you know, the length of time I've played and all that sort of stuff, and people that I've, you know, the sort of the relationship that I've had with SI and with Football Manager, like, I've still never really gone and looked that hard to try and find information about stuff. Really bizarre. Really bizarre. Are all these players they are all definitely leaving. No one's actually interested in staying. That's in November, so we've got, right, a couple of players to try and find before then. So yeah, I think that's what I've misjudged. I've misjudged how much people care. Yeah. That's what I've misjudged. was really disappointed is there's no official data update. But I mean, they've said that from there shouldn't even be a game. Never mind an update. They can't do an update because it's licensing. You know, that is literally down to licenses, which they've said that they can't do. And that's because, you know, they moved on. They moved on and started building a brand new game. So that is sadly the way it is. Yeah, it's frustrating, but that's where we are, I'm afraid. Obviously, it doesn't stop people being disappointed. Get that, of course. I don't think you have understood it. You think you're just as passionate about the game, wanted to succeed as we all did. It's different points of view. Some approach it from worry, some approach it from optimism. Yeah, fair point. Decent question. Decent point. Yeah. You know what? Maybe I'm not going to go route one. Maybe I'm going to dial things back a bit. Let's go possession based, right? Let's keep the ball for now. Standard passing. Let's keep it as we had it, right? Be disciplined. Play for set pieces. Regroup. Get the ball to the target man if needs be. Right, let's keep that for there. Drop off a bit. Yeah, let's try that. Okay. He was more defensive as a DLP. Yeah, I think anyone who's suggesting that this is SI done is probably, I think he's probably wildly off the mark, but again, that's me speculating at this point. Mehdi Al Matchum, only an 8 for handling. I was hoping he was going to be better. Elvis Ginny, 16, 6'4". He's not very good. Tobias Laxonen doesn't look much better than what we've got either. What division and league is it? This is the second division in Finland. So we've basically gone to the bottom, and we started with nothing. So I said, right, let's do a journey save, find out where we can go, what we can do, leagues we've never managed before, possibly. No plans, and we'll just see where we end up. James Payne, you inspired me to do the Blythe save after watching the documentary. Fast forward, I've moved from London to Blythe in 2020. My word, James. My word. That is a move and a half. What happened there? How did you end up in Blythe? That's yeah, I don't even know how that happens. This is certainly a very tactical league and division. I mean, yeah, probably is. Might be. Keep that advert going. Pipe looks like he's probably the best goalkeeping coach we're going to get. Not the best coach we're going to get, sorry. I only played for HIFK. Right. Came in. Doesn't want a contract either. In you come, Pipe. Let's keep the director of football application going. And the same for scouts. I mean, we're looking, thinking anybody with double digits on the attributes is probably going to be good enough for us. Did you actually end up managing Blythe? Says MCG for James. To be fair, Possibly, given the way that some of it's going up there. You might be. Okay, bit of a discussion point here with some of the opposition managers, which is fine. They can talk about me all they want. I'm not bothered, you know. Kick off. Surprisingly blasé about the importance of the upcoming match. Look, this is the importance speaks for itself. Yeah. We must be after a reaction. We want to bounce back. How much is there? I'm here to discuss questions about my team. Can you tell us the relationship with I don't really know him, to be honest. Probably wants to hear opinions, right? Okay, fine. Right, the Finnish media aren't really warming to me very much, are they? You know, I don't really think they get my sense of humour, which is understandable. Pipes in now. We've got ourselves a coach. Finally, someone's going to start taking the training sessions. I'm not doing that, by the way. Right, go on then, Pipe. You go and do all the training. Okay? Take over there. Squad, no, it's not squad planner, is it? Training, there we go, mentoring. Let's get the mentors done. And then who's doing what? Pipe's doing technical coaching. Is that all he's doing? Defending, attacking, he could do. He's doing the attacking coaching. Let's get him to do that as well, and I'm only doing tactics. Seems fair enough. They are amateurs as well, to be honest. So they don't need too many. They don't need too many tactics, do they? You know. Transfer window's about to open. They want us to play at a higher tempo against second in the league. Really? That feels like a worry. Right, let's move Corker back. He's not been. Has he done much for us? Let's put Azodo out there as a winger on attack. Palace has been fine. Let's see if we go a little bit more flat in a 4-4-2. There you go. People seem happier now. A bit more confident in the shape. Good. We like that. We owe them after what happened last time. I don't know what happened last time, but we owe them. Oh, we owe them. You better believe we owe them. Right, we've got the ball. We're starting. We're in the red, by the way, if you've not been in the stream for a while. Team nickname, the Reds. Genius. Does exactly what it says on the tin. Playing MP McKelly at this point. That's right, just hold them off, hold them off. There we go, let the ball run through. That'll do. Get it moved forward. Malolo gives the ball away. Really bad. Really bad. I don't know whether it was the pass that was bad or the striker's movement that was bad. And that's going to be a goal, isn't it? Oh. Do I still remember moments from the Blythe save? Yeah, probably. I know that's... I guess the fact if I'm saying probably, that would mean no, wouldn't it? if I think about it or look back at it, like if I see it, then things come flooding back, and I'm like, oh god, yeah, I remember that. I remember that player or whatever. I remember it being a really, really fun save. A really fun save. It was my first proper, like, not my first proper save that I love, but like my first content, I guess, in a sense, wasn't it? Like, you know, never been done before. And there it was. I was making content before I even knew that content was a thing. Maybe even before content was a thing. Good save. So yeah, it was all a bit weird, but I tried to go back and play as Blythe this year, but realised I don't have time for 2 saves, so YouTube didn't really happen. And also as well, I didn't connect to it. I didn't connect with it, which is like, you know, sometimes it just doesn't happen, does it? You don't really get that same connection. Another goalkeeper error. Another one. 2 matches the keepers cost us. Oh dear. Right, first thing we do is we get ourselves a new goalkeeper. Have we got any pitch mods? The pitch looks good. No, I didn't realise you could get pitch mods. I think it's just in Finland where things are lovely. Maybe it's artificial, possibly. That might make sense, possibly. Oh, good effort. Over the top, though. 2K9 and currently struggling with a knock. Maybe we do go 4-2-3-1 and get someone who's going to link the play a little bit. Well, we'll pick the ball up. That's fine. Azodo. Good cross in. Get up there. Challenge the goalkeeper. Oh, over the top again. Like, shooting is dreadful. Well, we have managed to hit the target today. 2 shots. That's good. What nation have we got lower up? Oh, off the top of my head, loads. We got South Korea, Indonesia, Australia, Egypt, Iceland, Finland, Croatia, like a fair few, like quite a lot. Let's see if we can bring someone on who's going to be able to fit in that gap. Let's try this then. Let's put. I don't really like a 4-2-3-1, but we might just have to get a South Korea. Just back there for a month and loved it. I mean, we've just literally started in Finland. I'm happy here, to be honest. Who knows where the save's going to go? I've got until FM26 to finish it, so we've got loads of different leagues that we'll manage in. Loads of time to do it. No rush. No rush. Just here for fun now. Yeah. Good cross in. Get it up there. Malolo should have played the ball in. Hannanen. Malolo inside. Azodo. Oh, off the bar. Oof. I mean, this is better football. Like, we don't look like a dreadful team. We look like we lack quality. You know, we do look like we lack quality. Ibiza in FM26. Maybe. Maybe. Build a nation. So yeah, it's fine. We've turned up at a club that's struggling, so we're expecting to keep struggling. Malolo with the corner. Whips it in. their keeper gets it because their goalkeeper isn't rubbish. Honko Halila launches it. We brought the ball down. Passy. Heinonen. Part of me thinks it's just our players have just got to get used to playing with each other. Which I know sounds silly because they've been playing with each other all season, but like for us to get used to, for them to get used to play the way we want to play. Not that we've settled on a way that we want to play yet as well. That's also potentially part of the problem. Neil Sharma's in. Have you made any changes to the match engine? The animations look different. No, not a thing. Literally, this is FM. This is like, no, this is what FM24 is. Like it's always looked this good. I think people have forgotten that FM24 is actually pretty decent. You're the second person tonight to say that things look different and sharper. Don't know. How bizarre. I'm playing an unreleased version of FM25. Shh! Don't say anything. I said everyone be cool, right? Good hate. Just over the top, though. Would have been nice to have scored, wouldn't it? Would have been. Sadly not, though. Even just hit the target would be nice. Malolo, that's gone wide as well. There's no point me even pretending to like think that we're getting close to a goal. Where's my Sierra? Let's put him on for Palace. Malolo. Yeah, so 2-0 down against the team we're currently in second, so we're obviously, well, it's not impossible for us to pull it back. Could do it getting a goal, that would certainly help. The ball's cleared already. Come on, HIFK. What can we do? Oh, I thought we managed to get a tackle in. Almost. 3-0. And it counts. Right. Fine. I get it now. Okay, we're in the relegation playoff. It's not a problem. We've been here for a few weeks. So none of this is really our fault. Okay? Luai Latumba gets the ball forward. Oh, he's taking his eye off it. Don't make it 4. There you go. That, I think, is probably... That's probably that, innit? May have been asked this hundreds of times. Literally hundreds of times, James. like we've been on stream for 3 hours. Yeah, it's been asked once or twice. Livy's in as well. Sorry, hello, Livy. Are we playing Civ 7? Maybe. We'll see. We need to start doing some other games. I'm not bothered that FM26 is delayed now. Like, honestly, I'm happy that the news is out there, that it's not happening. Just move on to FM26 now. That's all we gotta do. Try and have some fun here, and then just move on to FM26. Strikers do better shots. Goalkeepers do better saves. Yeah, just do something. Interesting. Look at that, 13 shots from us. We have got the ball forward, but we've just done nothing with it at all. And that's fine, because at least we know what our expectations are now. Like, the team aren't very good, so if we can get the team playing better than not very good, then we've done well. It's possibly something to do with the fact that the team has the same kit as Man United. Is that the issue? Is that a football thing? Say that. Right. Yeah. Goalkeeper's crap. Strikers aren't connecting with the ball. Midfielders and defenders aren't too bad, but I just think that we lack a bit of quality. We're amateur footballers. We shouldn't be good. We should be struggling. We should be bad. It'll be fine. It'll be absolutely fine. There's a transfer window coming up, which is going to be fun. So we'll do that. Not this week, though. This week is going to be dedicated and devoted back to Jameson streaming. So we're going to be back. Keep your eyes peeled as to when that's going to be. Are we streaming Sunday night? Maybe Skylines. Possibly. We might do Skylines on Sunday. That could be good. Or we do this. Maybe we do a bit of this. We'll see. Or maybe Monday. Who knows? We'll do something. Keep your eyes peeled. If you follow, then you'll be able to know. If you're in the Discord, you'll know. If not, just drop a follow. Why not? It's free, innit? You might as well. You've had some entertainment, so get yourselves involved. Thank you for everyone who's been part of the chat, who's been part of the stream. I hope you've enjoyed it. Hope we'll see you again very soon. Let's go and raid over to tech support Jebaru, I think. If you haven't followed him as well, give him some love. And yeah, thank you everyone. I think we've been good. I think we've done well tonight. So appreciate you all. Take care of yourselves. Have a great weekend if I don't see you. All the best. Speak to you soon. Bye now.